Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
It is a great day to be alive on this Friday, Junior. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Somebody said that on a meeting I was on today, and I loved it.
I hate that.
Is that your
Friday,
first
Junior.
time hearing it, or you just haven't heard it in a while?
Haven't heard it ever. And I was like, I'm going to try. In that moment, I was like, I'm going to try it out today on the show.
You have heard that, Kyle?
Friday Junior? Yeah. You never heard Friday Junior
Never
before?
heard that.
Never heard it. So I was like, I'm
y'all
going to give it a
living
go.
under a rock?
I don't like that at all.
There
That
was-
leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
On Snapchat, literally, it had
Jeez.
Friday Junior. Them nurses we talked about love to post that.
Is this real, too, by the way, that we have
What
a
is that?
frost advisory, 1 a.m. to 8 a.m. on Friday?
It means it's going to be cold.
No.
I thought we were turning the corner.
I thought it was summer already.
No, summer. No, it's
I'm
Stroke
wearing
lied
shorts
to you.
today.
Oh, yeah.
That's
It
no
doesn't take
different than
much
any
for you to
other
wear shorts.
day.
That's fair.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Norton with you. KBN Nation at 800-990-3776. That is the Carbless Talk and Text line. Lists is more. You can see our beautiful faces on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. And I probably say they are beautiful faces because I feel like a little kid with the buzz cut, man. It's hard to look at myself in the mirror and take myself serious.
Yeah, it's starting to get old.
It
looking
looks
at you,
bad.
too.
It looks bad. It's growing out very strange. It's growing out all together. There's no, like, form to it.
Yeah, buzz cut isn't you guys' thing. Like, it was cool at first.
It was. At first, yes. I thought you were going to say in college.
initially.
We all look back and be like, why did we all do the buzz cut thing in college? We had no
Yeah.
personality, no actual
I feel like
swag.
I feel like you go one of two ways in college. You either go like a long flow as like one area of rebellion, or you just you shave it off as another.
Yeah. This isn't. I guess in your 30s it doesn't look as good, or maybe it's just the times. But
It
Strokes
doesn't,
looks good.
it doesn't look as good as well when you have the little. Brad's is worse than mine, which makes me feel
That's
good.
pretty
Is the
bad.
bald
Dang.
spots in the corners.
Yeah, he just called. You don't have to.
He knows it. He
not wrong.
sees
You
it.
don't have to put him down.
He's
to
on
uplift your
YouTube
trash
at
on your
ESPN
head.
Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. He's also got a mirror in his household.
Yeah, I mean,
Dang.
it's pretty. It's like a peninsula, man. It's like the state of Florida just working its way on my thing. It's unbelievable.
Wow. Can't relate.
Hey, don't be getting your vibes down on Friday, Junior.
Real rich for Alex Stroke to be being
Yeah.
positive.
If I had a hairline like that,
Friday, Junior. We don't want those vibes going south.
Look at that. Your hairline's good.
Does
nice facial hair.
your personality change on Wednesday at 4:50?
I don't understand the question.
Because you're all vibes. Yesterday you took out an old man.
You did.
Elder
Yeah.
abuse on Kyle
What are you
Brust Nortman
talking
was
about?
real.
I almost thought I needed to give Homer a life alert.
Homer, the great Homer, joined us for Crosstalk yesterday, and he didn't come in hot. He came in hot about the Green Bay Packers because he listened to our program, he said. And, you guys are crazy. The Green Bay Packers have no chance of winning a Super Bowl in 2025. Here's Homer.
One, this team ain't winning the Super Bowl. His team ain't making the Super Bowl. You should be happy if they're a top 4 seed.
Why don't you think this team's making a
They
Super
were
Bowl?
a 7 seed the last 2 years. What the hell's changing?
You watch your mouth, old man.
wow.
Whoa! Wow. You watch your mouth.
Just make stuff up.
You watch
That
your
was
mouth, old
harsh.
man?
we had a civil.
You watch your mouth, old man.
We had a civil conversation going on, and Strofe just decides to take out Homer at the knees.
Yeah.
Right at the knees.
You watch your mouth, old man.
Oh, wow.
That's
And that was real. Like, that was from the soul.
You watch your mouth, old man.
Oh, wow.
And nobody. You watch your mouth. Homer didn't even respond because he was like, this dude just did this?
It's really hard to make Homer speechless.
He was
and
speechless.
Strofe did that.
He absolutely
He did that.
speechless.
This is not edited. You can play it. Listen to the pause. There's not a lot of pauses on Kyle Brust and Nortman until Strofe throws out a ricochet shot at Homer.
You watch your mouth, old
Oh,
man.
wow.
He what?
You watch your mouth. That wasn't edited.
That's a long pause.
You watch your mouth, old man.
Oh, wow.
You watch your mouth. We all were like, did he really just take out Homer?
That's a full 2 counts right there.
Homer didn't say a word.
That's a 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
Have flashback.
He's an older fella, so he's turning his head from Ben to me. That took a while.
Oh, now you keep just going at it.
Come on.
Terrible.
He's not even here to defend himself.
My
He's probably doing old people
goodness.
things like sleeping right now.
You watch your mouth, old man.
Wow.
Juice. So are you taking him out?
Watch your mouth.
We've all seen Homer drink some prune juice here, and we've seen him fall asleep in a chair while waiting and play with his cards and his programs. Probably he watches before he comes.
Homer's like a quintessential old man. He loves the deals. He's got he unashamedly, no filter, just gonna speak his mind.
Wants to read the paper all the time.
Yeah, even the way he takes notes. It's such like
Notebook and then all
Yeah.
just so much. Like it's still
nothing's
1970.
technological.
Guys, I got to be honest with you.
You feel bad?
This kept me up late last night.
Really? It should have.
You should.
It should have. I hope you got horrible sleep. As bad a sleep as old man Homer got.
I was thinking about texting him and apologizing.
How would you have said that apology?
I realized at some point last night that I don't need to apologize. He probably doesn't even remember me doing it.
Okay, so now you're Dude, you're tripling down.
Stop.
Come on.
Homer has a decent
You
memory.
watch your mouth, old man.
Oh wow.
You watch your mouth.
And that
I had his
pause-
back.
Yeah, you had to defend him.
I had, because Homer was
Poor
shook.
Homer, yeah, he was.
He was shook.
He couldn't believe he
He's
didn't
like,
come
this
to work
little
for this.
punk
Yeah.
is behind the glass talking crap? I'm a legend. Oh, baby, I'm going to smack him.
Boy, oh boy, I can't believe
Man.
you did that to Homer Slice.
Now, that being
Poor
said,
Homer.
I didn't take as personal offense to Homer saying that they have no chance. Apparently, this is why Alex Strofe gets the Green Bay Packers Pro Shop to send him stuff, because
so.
even if it means taking out an old man like he did yesterday, he's defending the honor of the G. And Homer saying there's no chance the Green Bay Packers can actually go to a Super Bowl next year. So you have that going for you, at least, Strofe. Like, you're true to your Green Bay Packers, but you'll take out anybody in your way to do so.
I wasn't trying to take him out. I was just
Oh, yes, you were. Anything. You shut your damn dirty mouth.
That's what I heard.
Geriatric baby boomer mouth.
That's exactly how
He
I
might
heard
not
it.
even be baby boomer.
Oh, he's baby boomer.
He is?
Yeah, he's
If
baby
I was
Damn,
trying to
how
take-
old do you think Homer
I
is?
don't know.
Silent generation?
What's before baby boomers?
The greatest greatest generation or silent generation?
There's
or
one in
something like that?
between. There's one in between.
I think it's I thought it was a silent
Silent
generation.
generation.
I
and the
still
greatest
can't
before
believe
that.
I have a kid who's in Generation Beta.
Oh, that sucks.
Who's in charge of naming these
We all gonna have
generations?
beta babies.
Beta babies.
I hate that.
I don't like it either.
I hate that.
I'm gonna say, listen, you might be generation beta, but you a Wallace. You ain't no beta.
You're a wall.
The silent generation was from 1928 to 1945, and then the greatest generation, or the GI generation, was 1901 to 1927.
Wait. To 1945? Homer might be in
Homer's
that.
not.
My
not
dad.
80. That'd be 80.
He's 70.
Yeah.
Okay. My
He's
dad.
born in the 50s.
My dad is a 57.
Come on,
baby.
I know he's old.
Damn,
but
I
he's not
aged
that
Homer
old.
too there
Yeah,
too.
you did. He's
Homer
a
could be
boomer.
my dad.
Yeah, he could.
He's
yeah.
my dad's age.
Yeah,
Wait. How, your dad's 70?
No. His dad's
Born in
not
57, so
57.
68.
Stop
So
hating
Homer's
your
only
daddy.
2 years older than your dad?
Yeah.
Only dang! Why y'all doing Homer like that? Even though Homer has looked old since I met him, because when I first started back here, wait a minute, I love Homer.
Yo, come on.
But no,
Everyone
no.
take a break.
No,
now
wait.
we're crossing the line.
No, I love Homer. I do.
I love Homer,
mean,
but he looks old as hell since I met him.
I have a photo of Homer in my phone from years ago, and I thought he was old there. I started in 2009 with ESPN Wisconsin, 540 ESPN, what we used to be at that time. And at that time, I thought Homer was old. But Homer was just in his 50s at that time. Now he's ancient.
I remember.
Can you issue a formal apology, Strofe?
Kyle just called him ancient.
That's the truth. I love
Can you
Homer,
issue
though.
play it again, because what you did was malicious.
You watch your mouth, old
Oh,
man.
wow.
That came across really rude.
That was abuse.
Come on, Strofe. Respect your elders. We've lived more experiences than your young ass, says Chef Ed, a fellow old.
Come on, boo-boo kitty.
You should apologize. You said you stayed up last night because you thought you needed to apologize, and now you have the platform to apologize to somebody who's on these airwaves after us, and you won't do it.
I think Homer's an idiot for saying there's a 0% chance.
You know what? I kind of like your conviction that you're standing on. I like that. He
You know
kind of
what?
deserved it.
I want Homer to bring in a picture of himself when he was young. Because I only literally have in my mind's eye Homer? Older.
I've seen one, and when he had long hair, and he looked old then. I'm not even trying to be mean.
I remember he used to host a show called Pack Attack
In the 90s?
In the 90s, and like it was like a live audience or whatever. And like me and my basketball team, when we were 8 years old, we went down to it. They had Packer players. I remember then Homer like being bald.
He had a toupee, didn't he?
He did, and that was what?
No
That's
name
30
on
years ago.
YouTube.
He was 40. That's like our age.
That was mean. Now everyone's taking a shot at him without actually taking a shot at him. He's not even here.
Remember when Homer couldn't fix his phone? It was doing SOS Tony Smith. He didn't know.
That's right.
Help!
He's also left his phone here at the studio at least 3 times since I've been doing the show before him.
Man, Homer's the best. He's the
he
best.
is.
He's an
I love
icon.
Love and Football welcomes himself to YouTube by saying, "Sorry, I'm late. I was talking crap about to an older man, a la Alex Strofe. No name on YouTube. Alex, you're a bright rising star, but that was wholly wrong, and you mean-spirited. You owe him a nice, quick apology."
You know what Joe Strofe
The
said?
fans have spoken.
Strofe's gunning. He's gunning for the host.
Preston, you're right. Homer has been in media longer than Strofe has been alive.
You're not trying to take out Homer to take his job. My goodness.
Strofe
Oh
is
my
gunning for the host.
God.
We got to keep our head on a swivel.
You'd never be Homer,
Strofe
buddy.
is that rising star. I mean, he's going to have a show before we know it. So it's like musical chairs. There's not room for everybody.
Mr. Irrelevant Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 12:30. Brad, already have a show. Thanks.
You have a
What did we decide? That was AAA?
double A?
G League. He said he was a G League.
G League?
Where most guys in the G League never make it to the big
Yeah,
league.
but at least I'm getting paid. Just like the G League.
You know,
G League doesn't get paid.
no, they do.
no,
It's
I'm
just
saying they
like
do.
$35,000 to $40,000 a year.
Why would anybody do that when you can just stay in college and make
I
six
mean,
figs?
Strofe is the G League.
Quick note: the NBA draft has like the lowest entrance that it's had in years.
Interesting.
In like 20 years. I wonder why. More lucrative to stay in college.
For sure. I would never leave college if I didn't have to.
Year, a seventh year.
Hold on. He said, I would never leave college if I didn't have to. Hey, Ben, I don't know if you know this. You can enroll in college at any point.
No, I mean like making money being an athlete like I was,
You
not
get a
making
fifth
any
year?
money. I don't know what the rules are, but I'm out of shape.
You might have a 5th year.
Guys, I'm
You
not
played
good
hoops
enough.
last night.
And I stunk.
What does that mean? 45 points?
No, it's not about the points. It was about the shooting percentage. The legs are heavy, guys. The baby weight went all to the legs. I felt like I was running 2 times of myself up and down the court.
Oh, you got cankles?
No,
You do
it's all
weirdly-
I got thunder thighs.
You weirdly carry your weight in your thighs.
Thighs. You've been noticing that? And
Yeah,
you just said
well, I mean,
something
like,
right now?
That's wild. He's
Yeah,
been lifting you up and down, huh?
You can't. But I thought you were maybe doing some like more squats. But
No,
you're
doing-
saying that's just
doing some more
flabby
lifts.
weight.
Bread in the mouth, food in the mouth.
Come on, Kyle.
With the lifts he's been doing.
All right,
All
is
that
everyone
DoorDash.
getting their shots out of the way? Everyone take each other out for one more minute before we
No,
actually
I don't want y'all to do me.
Yeah, I guess we haven't done Kyle yet.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
My
yeah,
hair,
yeah,
cold,
yeah.
man.
Halfway
My hair, I'm
Kyle.
going bald.
Yeah,
Like,
doesn't finish bets, didn't do the full Brazilian wax, didn't go into Lake Michigan fully, flip flops every day on his opinions. One day loves the Packers, the next
took
day
me
hates
out.
it. Says he loves Goody, then says he doesn't love Goody the next day.
Oh, that's just so heart wrenching. Okay.
Cheapest man in the world, a man of the household that is demanding to his spouse that she doesn't even have a life. She has to do whatever he wants to have her do.
Sounds like a traditional household to me.
And he's sticking by all of it. 800-990-3776. Despite the fact that Strofe did take out Homer, state your case. Tell me your percent chance. The odds say there's a plus 2,000 chance the Packers win the Super Bowl, plus 900 that they get to the Super Bowl. Do the Packers have a legitimate chance, in your eyes, to actually do we win or make the Super Bowl?
Win is going to be a stretch. Make means you're now the king of
I mean,
the NFC.
Homer's statement was they
Make.
won't even make a Super Bowl. Well, yeah, he said 5% chance they make it, 0% chance they win it.
If that's the case, tell me how the Packers make the Super Bowl this year. Goody has signed free agents, whether you like the free agency signings or not. He has gone through the draft process. There are rumors that Jair Alexander may be coming back as a Green Bay Packer. There are rumors that Romeo Doubs may be someone that could be traded from the Green Bay Packers. Despite all those things, those aren't going to move the roster that much to a point where it changes your mindset, or maybe it does. You tell us, KBN Nation, do the Packers have a chance of actually going to the Super Bowl? And tell us why. 800-990-3776. Homer says there's no chance. That's why Strofe told him.
You watch your mouth, old man.
Oh, wow.
Tell us why Strofe was right. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Dick Van Dyke, real quick on the cha-cha slide ACL, says she was carried out by all 5 of us. 5 people?
That's a big girl. Big girl. Yeah, that's a big girl who did cha-cha.
Stop it, Kyle.
What you mean? 5 of them had to carry out a big girl. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. The 2015 Wisconsin men's hoops team gave us all a march to remember.
Will be no undefeated champion on Wisconsin with an unbelievable stretch drive to the championship game.
On June 26th, enjoy an intimate celebration with the stars of the run with Made 'em Believe. Presented by M3 Insurance. World-class expertise and individual attention. Tickets are on sale now at uwhoops2015.com. Made 'em Believe. June 26th at the Orpheum Theater in Madison.
Forget average. At Exterior Pros, they bring the heat. They're not here to meet standards, they're here to smash them. From the first swing of the hammer to the final reveal, they're leveling up your home with every window, every shingle, and every single detail. This isn't just a remodel, it's a glow up for your house. Built tough, built beautiful, built to turn heads. Want in? Let's go. Lock in your project now and save $3,000. Exterior Pros, where bold meets built. Trust the pros and visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274.
If you're trying to get through your daily activities and you're noticing you can't because you're focusing more on your pain than being able to enjoy the moment, those are the patients that we're looking to treat because we can make a difference.
That's Dr. Ashley Caravelli, Milwaukee's medical director for QC Kinetics.
What we're doing at QC Kinetics is offering treatments that help with joint preservation. We use cutting-edge technology in our in-house lab to harness your body's natural healing powers and target the areas where you need them the most.
These are regenerative, non-surgical treatments, and QC Kinetics is the nation's leader, delivering lasting relief to tens of thousands of patients.
What we do know is that the sooner we start treatment, the sooner you'll see relief.
So don't wait another minute. See if you're a good candidate for these non-surgical treatments for joint pain. The consultation is completely free.
Weekend appointments available. Call now. 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
Fisco is always there for your auto body care. When accidents happen, Fisco Auto Body on Forest Home in Franklin is there when you need them. Got a broken mirror? They'll take care of it. Dented bumper? Scratch paint? Fisco Auto Body will take care of it. If there's any damage you need fixed, Fisco has you covered. Their expert workmanship is guaranteed for the life of your vehicle. So stop in for all of your auto bumps and dings. Once again, you know the line. That's Fisco.
Have you seen them yet?
Seen what?
4 different ways to say I love you.
I'd love to see those. Show me the list.
What list?
The list of 4 different ways to say I love you.
Let's start over.
Where are you going, Monica?
I'm going to get the 4 different ways to say I love you.
Sarah, imagine a box of assorted chocolates.
Okay.
When you open the lid, what do you see?
I see a guy sitting on a park bench saying, life is like a box of chocolates.
But what are the shapes of the chocolates?
There are 4 different shapes.
Here they are.
Those are gorgeous.
4 diamond pendants covered in diamonds.
Almost like they were dipped in diamonds.
And each diamond was created inside a miniature star.
But you'd have to be rich to afford one of these.
Choose the diamond pendant you like best. $148.
I love Kessler's.
Everyone loves Kessler's.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
We see you out there, building a life you love, knowing that when inspiration strikes, nothing should get in your way. At Blaine's, we're here to help with everything you need to make it happen at prices that make it possible. Like assorted 5-gallon Midwest can fuel cans, $16.99. Save up to $300 on select Cub Cadet lawn tractors. Plus, this Saturday from 9 to 2, don't miss special offers and test drive select zero turns and lawn tractors during our Ride and Drive event. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Is it too late now to say sorry? 'Cause I'm missing more than just your body. Oh, is it too
Do the Packers have a real chance of going to the Super Bowl? Because Homer of the Homer Hour on 94.5 ESPN says there's no chance. 5% chance they get to the Super Bowl, 0% chance they win the Super Bowl. I heard Jason Wilde and Homer debating this on the Homer Hour. I think Homer's a little strong. I still have some doubts. We can start with a caller, then get to Kyle Wallace and Brad Nortman. Let's go to Casey in Manitowoc. Casey, you're on the Carbless Talk and Text line. Hit us with your optimism or pessimism.
All right, I'm coming at this from the optimism standpoint here. I think if we bring back Jaire Alexander and we trade Dobbs, I think I like this Golden kid. I think it's definitely better than a 5% chance. I like our chances, especially with Jaire coming back. I think if he's healthy, that makes a huge difference.
You know it's Jaire, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
Yeah, just a little slip up on the name.
No, just trying to help him.
You coming at him like that?
I didn't know. No, I apologize. I love Manitowoc.
It's a harsh Thursday on Friday Junior.
Friday Junior.
It's known for the Manitowoc murder.
Okay.
But,
Hold on.
What?
No. He's referring to Stephen Avery.
Avery, who from around Manitowoc.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Crazy.
Is he still in jail?
Of course he is. Yes, he's in jail for the rest of his life.
There's some controversy around whether or not he did it, but not for now. But all I'm saying, I just want to
Did
make
you know
sure.
I went to his court case as a child?
No,
Why
you didn't.
did you go?
So
why?
So my grandparents lived in Manitowoc. My mom currently lives in Manitowoc.
They didn't know. They didn't know Stephen, did they?
I have some connections. I'll tell you off air to that
that's
case.
your uncle.
Oh, no, he's not my uncle.
Play uncle.
But my late grandma, God bless her soul, she was the spunkiest, craziest 4'10" lady you'll ever meet, right? Grandma Strofe.
You had a grandma that was
4'10",
and you're 6'3"?
and you're 6'3"?
Yeah, I towered over her. It was awesome.
Wow.
Anyway, so Grandma Strofe, when I was like, well, that happened in 2005, so there was probably court proceedings in like 07, 08. And my grandma was like, hey, we got to go check out the Manitowoc County courthouse someday. I was like, sure. So we strolled in there, and the security guard's like, hey, there's actually something going on in there if you guys want to go through. So we go through the metal detectors, and I was wearing a hat, so it went off. We had to do that. Then we open the door, and there's Stephen Avery. He turns around and looks at the door, and he stares at me.
Oh, hey.
Come on.
You're making this
I
up.
swear on my life,
You
it's a true
casually
story.
went with your grandma to the
Accidentally.
court.
And then we ate at the courthouse pub. And if Casey's still on the line, he can confirm that the courthouse pub is a restaurant in Manitowoc, right, Casey?
It is, and that's a nice, beautiful courthouse. If you ever decide to come back,
He's right.
I don't want to be at the Manitowoc courthouse.
He's right.
Beautiful courthouse.
It is beautiful. It's right downtown Manitowoc.
Manitowoc is a beautiful place.
Manitowoc's
right there on the lake.
gorgeous,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, it's
Great.
wonderful.
Just
Great
watch
city.
out for those abandoned, fields with all those cars.
It's funny you say that because we have a teammate who's obsessed with that documentary. Earlier today, I was in his office and we looked up Stephen Avery. I found out that Avery's Auto Salvage closed down in August of last year.
Oh, he had
It lasted that long?
Well, his whole family lived in a trailer park at the Auto Salvage. Did you guys watch the documentary?
Yes!
I did not watch it. I just heard stories.
You
about
didn't watch it?
I
made it
don't
through-
like seeing things about murder.
I only made it through one episode. I couldn't watch it.
I watched
Why? Because you had an image of Stephen Avery that you met as a little kid?
Scaring you?
Well,
How old
yeah,
were you?
but
You didn't want to
also-
have nightmares about him staring at
But
you at
also-
the Manitowoc courtroom that's apparently this beautiful place?
I don't think I could tell you all the connections I have to this, but this was a big story when I was growing up in Northeast Wisconsin.
Well, yeah.
It was a
I'd say
big
so.
story nationally.
Yeah.
It became one when the documentary came out, yeah.
I was in North Carolina when it came out, and it was it was Netflix. It took over the world for like a year, and everyone was like, "What the heck is going on in Wisconsin? You people are crazy." They were
Eating
different.
people,
They were
murdering
different.
people.
Yeah.
So are the Packers? Do they have a real chance to go to the Super Bowl? What is our Manitowoc guy is optimistic.
Yeah, he is.
So am I.
So is Alex Strofe.
Oh wow.
I have question marks on them getting the Super Bowl because of their pass rush. That is where I'll continue to live. It's the thing that is driving me nuts. Kenny Clark on his third contract, no good. Rashawn Gary is who he is. Lucas Van Ness. I am not relying on anybody to make a significant jump when they've given me no reason to make that significant jump.
Are you with Homer then?
No, my percent chance is way higher because I believe in the rest of the team. Yeah, I put it at like a 20% chance of getting to the Super Bowl.
That's legit. That's good, really good.
20% chance.
I mean, they're among the top 5 teams in the NFC, and 1 divided by 5 is 20.
And of the NFC, I actually believe in them more than the other teams. I also just believe in the team that went to the Super Bowl 2 the last 3 years a little bit more than I do the Green Bay Packers and how they are built.
Yeah, I mean, if they get to the Super Bowl, they got a 50-50 chance, right? So let's say whatever you put it in at, so Ben probably a 10% chance to win the Super Bowl. I'm probably closer to like 15 and 7.5%, 15% chance to get there, 7 to win it. But there's only like probably 8 teams in the NFL that fall into that category, that have like a legit chance to get there. And then if you get there, you'd of course have a chance to win, because there's like a checklist that you need, right? You need a capable, experienced head coach. They have that in Matt LaFleur. You need a franchise quarterback. They have that can take over games. Now, we'd like to see him take over games more often.
They think they have that consistently.
Yeah,
that yet to be seen consistently.
But we've seen him take over games, and we've seen him be among the best quarterbacks in the NFL for a stretch. They win in the trenches. On the offense, that's a little bit where I'm hesitant with the defenses. They don't necessarily win in the trenches all the time on the defense, but they got playmakers on both sides of the ball. So like they have what you need to go ahead, and they now have playoff experience. So you go down the checklist and they have it. They can stay healthy. And if the D-line can just be somewhere in the ballpark of what they're capable of, certainly they have a chance.
We're so down.
That's a big ballpark, man.
It's a huge ballpark. Just be in the upper deck. Just be in the upper deck.
Is that good enough?
It's at least some. I mean,
because right now they're watching the game from the parking lot.
Cap.
Oh, okay. Listen, I know
I'm
we don't
getting
like
a little crazy.
I
know.
The D-line, but the D-line wasn't a big problem. I mean, they slowed down Saquon a little bit. I mean, he did well against us, but they
did do okay against the
rush. He didn't torch us like he torched other teams, but I'm not going to say to defend the D-line. I'm just saying they're not awful. But at this point, listen, I like that you guys think the Packers can win a Super Bowl or even get to a Super Bowl, because, of course, the Packers have a chance to make the Super Bowl.
What percent chance are you putting it on?
I'm actually putting it right there with you, 20%. I think Brad did the math perfectly, talking about the top 5 teams in the NFC. The Green Bay Packers are a top 5 team in the NFC, but they're clearly not the front runner. They're clearly not the favorite whatsoever. But based off the ascension this team has made over the past couple of years, they're right there. They're absolutely right there.
2 7 seeds.
The ascension of 9 wins, the ascension to 11 wins.
With a weaker schedule than this year.
I understand that, but when I look at this team, other than a loss against the Chicago Bears, Week 18, Jordan Love got hurt. The Packers really weren't all in on that football game.
They weren't good in Week 17 either, though.
No, they were not. But my whole point is this, is that the Packers, most of their losses came to the top teams in the NFC. We talked about
I don't like using that as like a positive thing.
It's a weird characteristic.
Ben, what did you say? Growth isn't.
This is Jason Wilde. If you listen to Wilde and Couch.
Well, anyways,
growth isn't linear.
Jason Wilde for Ben Brust. Now that is something.
He's joining us at 3:15. I can't wait to tell him.
Journalists. We'll ask him if that's a compliment.
Fellow journalists.
But the Green Bay Packers, for me, I feel like you got to go through some of your bumps in the roads, and I feel like last year, if anything, the Green Bay Packers hopefully took something away from those 6 losses that they had to the Minnesota Vikings, the Detroit Lions, and the Eagles combined last year. So it's clear to me that there is a barrier for this team, but when I look at the team, they're a top 10 in scoring defense. They're also a top 10 scoring offense as well, and they upgraded on the offensive line. They upgraded at the receiver position, and more importantly, the thing that should give us some confidence this year is that this season, when they start, they get a fresh start with Jordan Love, who is still growing. So when I look at this team as a Super Bowl contender, absolutely the Green Bay Packers can be a Super Bowl contender. And the Eagles, yes, they are a phenomenal football team that continues to get better. Brad, it is so hard to repeat, isn't it?
Oh my gosh!
Just to even
the Super Bowl hangover is
extremely hard. And so, with that being said, I think the Packers are right there with all the other teams that can compete to make it to the Super Bowl out of the NFC.
I don't know why I'm doing this. We're going to our guy Josh in Kenosha, who's a Bears fan with an optimistic view on the Packers. It's probably going to be like a backhanded compliment here from Josh. You're on the Carbless Talking text line, Josh.
Thanks for the confidence, man. First, I want to say Stroll's Buzzcut gave him some bravado, and I'll be here for it.
Hey, he's taking out old people.
New haircut, new man.
Love it. Boomers are a problem. Second thing is, thanks for talking about the NHL playoffs. Little tidbit, there's a guy on the Winnipeg Jets, I think his name is Appleton, and he's from Green Bay. So shout out to the local kid.
Crazy.
But for the Packers, I would actually give them a legitimate 15 to 20% chance to get to the Super Bowl. And the reason for that is...
What am I supposed to take away from that? That's what we all said right here.
But it's from a Bears fan.
I don't care. They don't know anything.
Right.
No. This Bears fan seems to taking a sip of the logical juice today, and I think he's making some good sense. Making good sense.
They really are a top 5, and realistically, I would put them at top 4 because I think they're on the same level with Washington. I think there's only 3 teams that are legit better than Green Bay right now. That would be the Rams, Lions, and Eagles.
Bumps the Rams. Matt Stafford is too old and too unreliable for me to put him ahead. If all their success is based off of Matthew Stafford, I ain't doing that.
I don't know.
He's going to be a problem.
He's pretty
in the
dirty.
No, in the playoffs, if they're on the road in the playoffs and in cold weather, I wouldn't trust Matthew Stafford.
Yeah,
he's getting old, man. He gets injured every season now, and he's battled through it. It's been a good. He got his Super Bowl. He ain't doing it again. I don't care who his weapons are. I don't care who they are.
I don't know.
Devontae Adams, how much I love him. He ain't never been in no Super Bowl.
800-990-3776. That is the Carbless Talk and text line. A lot of people are more negative on the comments right now than the actual poll that is out there. It's about 65% of people say they have a real chance to win a Super Bowl on the poll. That's on ESPN Milwaukee's Twitter. The talk and text line, they're going to get bounced to the wild card of the divisional round. Honestly, I think they have a greater percentage chance to miss the playoffs than to win the Super Bowl, says K-Walk.
Man, this is negativity.
Sorry, y'all, but the Packers are not getting to a Super Bowl. Y'all acting like they play in a series. They have one playoff game, and that's it. Well, of course we know it's a one and done, but the question is, have they built the team to be competitive and not to be more susceptible to losing in those one and dones, not being like if we played the Eagles 10 times, we'd beat them twice. No, if we played the Eagles 10 times, we'd split 50-50, and that ups your chances of likely having a better chance to win that one game that you do play in the playoffs. We'll continue to hear from you, 800-990-3776, or on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. But Brad's going to tell us about how he's going to sit back, relax, and enjoy whatever he's watching, because there's been some... Strofe and I were texting. The sports on TV right now are electric tonight.
Oh, it's absolutely electric.
Every night.
And the perfect thing to pair with electric sports at the Nortman Estate is a Carbless. You know this by now, KBN Nation. There is so much love about Carbless. The new flavors of Tropical Bliss Variety Pack and the Mango Vodka Cocktail, they are a must-try. They are going to define your 2025. And summer's here, folks. Summer is here, and you might as well enjoy it with a Carbless in your hand. And you guys know me. No carbs, no sugars, and gluten-free. That is something that I value. Low carbonation, it is different. It hits different every single time I take a sip. Whenever I hear that of a Carbless can, I know I'm in for a good night. And they're trying to give you a good night because Carbless is giving away a sweet night at the ballpark giveaway with the Milwaukee Brewers. Brought to you by Carbless and ESPN Wisconsin. If you go to your local grocer, like I do, and you see the Carbless sitting there, you're going to take one hand, take two hand, put them both in the cart, but make sure you find that QR code and snap it because you could win 14 game tickets, 6 parking passes, free food and drinks, and a luxury suite at American Family Field for the Milwaukee Brewers. Carbless just doing more to make your summer amazing and continuing to prove why less is more with Carbless.
800-990-ESPN. You're going to need that number for over-under at around 245. But coming up next, it's time for buzz-cutted Alex Strofe, who's taking out old man Homer for his time to shine and becoming relevant.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Women ask you, do you love me? Why do you love me?
Wait, why am I always the one doing that? Tell me why you love me, baby. I need you to make me feel better.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
When you don't compromise on the court, you shouldn't compromise off of it either. Lose the calories, not the taste. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Copyright 2024.
Hey Bucks fans, enjoy Michelob Ultra at Copper on King Milwaukee, Root River Center Franklin, Stenny's Lake Country Pewaukee, Distillery Richfield, and Kelly's Bleachers Milwaukee. Michelob Ultra, proud sponsor of the Milwaukee Bucks.
At Potawatomi, where ways to win are endless, another chance to capture epic cash and prizes comes Friday, June 27th. It's the season finale blockbuster drawings. Watch your entries from Enchanted Spins, Unreal Treasures, and Boundless Bounty come together for drawings where $300,000 in cash and prizes is there for the taking. Be there to win your share. June 27th only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info online. Must be 21 years old to play.
At Citizens Bank, community banking is you, growing your business with a partner who gets it. It's you, buying your first home with a lender who makes it easy. It's you, building a future with savings that work just as hard as you. And it's us, working together to strengthen our community. Because at Citizens Bank, community banking means you plus us. Visit us at citizensbankwi.bank. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Becoming a truck driver doesn't have to be complicated. At Schneider, we make it easy to get your commercial driver's license and start your new career. With our CDL apprenticeship training, you'll get paid to become a truck driver in just 5 to 6 weeks and have a Schneider driving job waiting for you when you've completed the program. Plus, during training, Schneider will provide transportation, lodging, and meals at no cost to you. Ready to get your career on the road? Learn more and apply today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Brust talking about our friends at Road America, America's national park of speed. Get out of your house this summer and go to Road America, located conveniently between Green Bay and Milwaukee and Elkhart Lake. Come see a race at the legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road circuit that has hosted some of the best races since 1955. Spring Vintage Weekend with the SVRA is up next on May 16th through the 18th. Camp on site all weekend and enjoy free admission for kids 16 and under with a paying adult at the gate. Come for the experience and stay for the race. Get your tickets at roadamerica.com.
Whether you're a local who wants to enjoy a night out or you're planning to visit Milwaukee, enjoy an artfully stylish experience at St. Kate the Arts Hotel, conveniently located in the heart of downtown Milwaukee's Theater District. With deluxe accommodations, culinary creativity, on-site art galleries, artist in residence, and nightly live music, you'll enjoy every element of your stay at St. Kate. Learn more and book your stay at stkatearts.com.
From boreal forests to booming prairie and over 10,000 lakes,
we go for the road less traveled.
Minnesota has stunning state and national parks.
Stop, inhale fresh pine air. Yeah, I love that.
Plan your trip at exploreminnesota.com. In Minnesota, you can get the hottest concert ticket in town.
Thanks everybody for being here.
While eating some of the best food in the nation.
I think I've said yum like 85 times.
Plan your trip at exploreminnesota.com.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion, or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Uh-oh, I think Jeff is trolling on the Carbless Talking text line. What if they turn Belton into an edge rusher and he nails it? Can they win the Super Bowl? Then, Jay and Muskego.
He'll be a big defensive tackle.
Bull rush.
Yeah, big boy.
Yeah, like Reggie White out there.
Yeah, be nice.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Your state, your teams, your ESPN on the brand new ESPN Wisconsin app. It has a customizable homepage and is easier and quicker than ever to get to our shows and listen live. Your shows at the touch of a fingertip. The ESPN Wisconsin app available in Apple and Android app stores. Download the ESPN Wisconsin app today. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. You KBN Nation at 800-990-3776 or on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee at ESPN Madison or listening on the all-new ESPN Wisconsin app. 2, becoming relevant with Alex Strofe.
Hey, Mr. Irrelevant, it's time to become relevant. Strofe's time to shine on KBN starts now.
Yeah.
I'm just a man with a hunger for answers. Detective Strofe here, looking to crack the case we've all been curious about this week.
They said Aaron Rodgers had a ring on his finger down at the Derby.
Have you ever heard of anybody ever wearing a ring on the fourth left finger if they weren't married?
You can find out.
Find out what?
If Aaron Rodgers is married. So, is he? Before we dig into the answers, we have to reflect on what we know. Back in December, prior to Christmas, Aaron Rodgers on the Pat McAfee Show on ESPN.
So I was a little bit worried because there was one package left for my girlfriend Brittany that hadn't showed up yet. It showed up today, so everything is great now.
And Aaron's in it?
It's a good feeling, boys.
Aaron has what the world needs more of, love. But how serious is the love? Despite flaunting the ring proudly at the 151st Kentucky Derby over the weekend, it seems as if none of his closest friends are aware whether or not Rodgers has secretly tied the knot. Brian Bulaga, who played 10 seasons with Rodgers in Green Bay.
I don't know anything about it.
A.J. Hawk, who started his career with a young Aaron Rodgers and spent 9 years together in Titletown.
To tell you the truth, I don't really know. I don't know if I have any answers for you when it comes to that situation.
And unfortunately, I really don't either. After a sweep of the public records of the state of California, I was unable to locate a marriage certificate for Aaron Charles Rodgers. However, what I did discover was a similar-looking ring, valued at about $400, that you must get custom fitted. A smart ring designed to track various health metrics, which includes your sleep, and seeks to improve your overall well-being. So while Aaron may be in love, he may just be pulling a fast one on us, while also figuring out what his ring size is, if you know what I'm saying. My search tells me Aaron Rodgers is not married, though he could be engaged to Brittany with an I.
This is Brittany with an I, not Britney Spears.
If one thing is for certain, like the New York Jets in the standings, Detective Strofe will get to the bottom of it.
Wow.
Why are we clapping?
Very good.
Why are we clapping?
That was good.
That was
The
incredible.
detective hasn't cracked the case.
That was 30 for 30 good.
That was
I just
so
told
good.
you, I don't think he's married.
Yeah, he's not married.
I know,
That's
but
good.
like
You're gonna
you
be
don't
a private
think.
investigator, Strofe.
What do you mean you don't think? You got to know.
That's good. No,
Detectives find out the yes or the no.
At least in the state of California, I do not believe he is in wedlock.
Yeah, no, detectives, what they find out.
Did you
they
check
give all the
Machu
information.
Picchu?
Did you go to like Costa
check?
Rica?
Hold on. What did you just ask me?
Did you check Machu Picchu?
Ben, what is Machu Picchu?
It's a city?
Nope.
The place where the Taj Mahal is?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that's India.
Oh, no.
What is Machu?
You're kind of right with the city, but not really.
But wait a minute. Didn't Tausch didn't he do
Yeah.
Machu Picchu?
It's like an ancient.
It's a sanctuary.
They don't know how.
The Inca
formed it.
civilization.
That's correct. That's who built it. Yep.
50 miles away from Peru. Did you check Peru?
There it is.
Is that what you were looking for?
Yeah.
Mr.
Did you check Peru?
No, but I also don't know that Peru would be
Redo ayahuasca.
would count here.
Does it? Do you have to get married in the
I
States?
don't have any connections in Peru, all right?
I'm just saying, did you do your full detective due diligence?
Well, if he wants to be recognized as married in the United States, he would have to file it with the United States.
Yeah, you go to a courthouse.
And I went to the state in which Aaron Rodgers has residency in.
Do you have to have residency in the state to get married in it?
No.
But not to get married in it, but that, like, if you were to go to, say, a destination wedding, right? So let's say Ben and his fiance were to go to Mexico and get married, they would still have a Wisconsin license with them in Mexico.
Correct.
I just found out that I need a birth certificate to get married.
Oh,
That is correct.
You don't have that?
You
Yeah,
need to
where-
exist to get married. That's true.
No one knows where mine is.
Well, the good news for you is you can go to Illinois and get a new one.
I also just figured out that I can order one online, which is good.
Oh, you don't even have to go to Illinois.
Ship it to me, which is wonderful.
I love to get stuff delivered. That was fantastic.
That was
Strofe.
so good, Strofe.
That was
Oh,
fantastic.
Strofe, that was so
It
good.
was so
Oh,
good.
my
It was-
God.
The
Strofe was so good.
production,
No, we should
the
be-
deep dive.
Aaron Rodgers putting the ring. That
So
that other ring
becoming
on his
relevant
fingers.
was for Strofe to tell us what we already knew, is that nobody knows if Aaron Rodgers is actually married.
Well, Aaron Rodgers.
So we came to the same conclusion just to listen to Strofe go wiggle his way through the internet to give us the same answer.
The conclusion was that he is not married.
Yeah, the ring is like a $400 ring. Yeah.
Well, I said it's a similar looking ring. I don't know if that's for sure what he was wearing.
It probably was.
It's Aaron Rodgers. Why would he wear it on that hand, though? Like, that's the thing. If it is like
a fast one.
Yeah, exactly.
But he wants the attention.
Always. He's seeking
He can put it
all
on
the
any finger he wants. He said, oop, I'm going to put it on this one. Give
My
everyone
favorite
the
part of
stir.
that all was Brian Balaga. I don't know about you guys when Strofe went to his closest friends, Brian Balaga, who played 10 seasons with Aaron Rodgers. I don't know anything about that.
That was so good. Perfect Balaga.
Brian Balaga joining us at 4:45, scheduled to appear. But it is time for Over-Under on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Before we do that, I'm going to tell you about IKEA because we're going to be at IKEA in Oak Creek tomorrow. Whether you're listening for anywhere in the world, make sure you check out IKEA wherever your IKEAs are, especially Schaumburg, Oak Creek. They have great things in there. Free access to join the IKEA family membership.
I'm a member.
Are you?
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
it's a no-brainer. They send you a coupon right away just by signing up. IKEA Family Free to Join provides access to those special sales and savings throughout the store. Early insight on upcoming sales. I know you're an early guy. Everyone likes to be a planner. You want to be ahead. There has been times where I'm like, oh, man, I should have looked earlier. You get to get the heads up by being an IKEA family member. So you don't have to be like, oh, I'm going to show up and figure it out. Well, you can just know ahead of time. Access to free workshops, 90-day price protection, savings on select delivery, access to the buyback and resell program. They already have stuff built that are in that area. Always worth checking out if you need something that you don't want to put together. They also have TaskRabbit to help put things together if you want it to be done by somebody else other than yourself. They literally make everything easy. New signups, like I mentioned, get $20 off your next in-store purchase of $150 or more. Choose to receive promotional emails, and the QR code is sent within 48 hours of signup. We'll see you there 2 to 5 at IKEA, Oak Creek. Caller 12 for Aaron Rodgers, who we don't know if he's engaged or not based off of Alex Strofe PI work. And let's go with caller 20. Caller 12 and caller 20 for over-under. Coming up next here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. We are going to get a category and an over-under. You choose if you believe in us to get the over based off the 10 guesses that we will get and the category. Caller number 20, you're stuck on the other side. You know the drill. 800-990-3776. 800-990-ESPN is that Carbless Talk and Text line to play. Over-under coming up next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Caleb Williams sucks.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on May 20th.
Uh-oh. Churio sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Baltimore Orioles.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness. Third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in May 20th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Listen up, gentlemen. You're fighting an unfair battle. Studies show testosterone levels in men have plummeted by 25% in just 2 decades. That's why you're struggling with energy, muscle, and drive. But here's a game changer. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments boost testosterone by 30% on average. Imagine reclaiming the vitality your grandfathers had. Picture turning heads, dominating your career, and feeling unstoppable again. Don't settle for today's normal. Seize the day at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Spring is here, and your local IKEA store is rolling the savings outdoors for their annual sidewalk sale. Visit IKEA Schaumburg, Bolingbrook, or Oak Creek from May 9th through the 26th for a wide variety of furniture and home furnishing accessories at big discounts. New products will be added throughout the sale, so stop in often to see what's new. And don't miss IKEA's mystery gift card giveaway on Saturday, May 10th. The first 200 IKEA family members will have a chance to be selected for a mystery gift card worth up to $500. Save big at the IKEA annual sidewalk sale, May 9th through the 26th.
Progressive knows when you're in your RV, you're already on vacation. That's when you become Vacation You, who just camped where there's absolutely no shade. Even though regular you burns easily. In fact, vacation you burns too, but is too stubborn to admit it, which is why regular you gets in trouble at the dermatologist because vacation you doesn't do doctors. So bundle your RV with your home or auto policy and earn an automatic discount from Progressive. And spend the savings on the both of you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
At the Knickerbocker Hotel, we believe your stay should be as convenient and luxurious as possible. Whether you're planning a small meeting or a special event, our versatile space is perfect for any occasion. Start your day with a delicious meal at the Nick Restaurant and Bar, or unwind at the Nick Salon and Spa. Wanting to stay active? Their 24-hour fitness center is always available. If you need something custom made or alterations made, there's a tailor on site. The Knickerbocker, where every detail is designed with your comfort in mind. For more information and to book your next stay, visit knickerbockeronthelake.com.
ESPN Wisconsin's Brian Balaga here for my new friends at Surfside. There's only one thing better than Surfside and golf, and that's Surfside iced teas and lemonade plus vodka on the golf course. This golf season, there's no better drink to enjoy on the golf course. Surfside is light, refreshing, and made with real vodka and real brewed tea. Plus, there's only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation. Cheers to hitting the fairway and cheers to Surfside. It's tea time. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
Buying and selling a home can be a stressful process. Hey, it's Jen Latta from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. The We Sell group at Keller Williams has a goal of making it stress-free for everyone. Their passion is people, their availability is unmatched, something I'm experiencing firsthand while I search for a lake home to enjoy Wisconsin summers even more. Rob and Nick are there every step of the way, not just for their sellers, but also to potential buyers and their agents to bring in as many strong offers as possible. Get started today at wesell.kw.com. That's wesell.kw.com.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Oh, am I wrong for thinking that we could be something for real? Now am I wrong?
Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Alex Strofe is running the show. One of our favorite games, 2:45 every Thursday. It is Over Under.
Will the guys hit the over or will they disappoint? It's time for Over Under on Kyle Brust and Nortman.
It is over-under time here on KBN. Caller 12, Derek in Wanakee. He is on the under, a non-believer.
Oh.
Boo. But lucky for you guys, caller 20.
Royal family.
Representing the royal family is Mike in Franklin. He is on the over.
Did we win last
Mike.
week?
No, we lost.
We got cooked.
Oh,
Remember?
what was the question? No,
I wasn't here.
I was.
Oh, yeah,
Same
we got
month.
cooked. It was something with the NBA.
Good to know you can't
top
win
10
with-
scorers in the NBA
Oh, yeah.
right now.
Good to know you can't win without me.
We'll see about that.
We'll see about that.
Facts do say that's true.
Yeah, I'm barely not.
What's the category?
All right, it's a weird one today. So I've been thinking a lot. You guys know I have a weird brain about the NFL schedule release coming up.
Oh, my God.
And the Packers have both a road game this year scheduled at Detroit and at Dallas, meaning they're going to play on Thanksgiving for the third straight year. So I am looking for the 10 teams that have played the most Thanksgiving Day games.
We did this when they did Thanksgiving games.
Yeah, we did. You're right. Let's see how you do this time. The over-under is 7.5. Who's my final answer?
Oh, Mr. Kyle, since we can't win without him.
All right, great. Kyle, you're the final answer. All final answers come from you. Your time starts in 3, 2,
What's the
1.
over?
7.5.
Hit the Lions.
Lions.
Yep.
Final answer.
Cowboys.
Number 1,
Cowboys.
84 times they've played.
Cowboys. Final answer.
They are number 2, 57 times.
I think the
they've played.
Packers are on this.
Packers
Packers.
are on
Final answer.
You would have read my email today. You'd know they're third 35 times.
The Bears.
Bears, final answer.
They are fourth 33 times.
That's 1 through 4.
I feel like the Vikings weren't on the list.
I feel like that too.
Yeah.
But now we're gonna confuse ourselves. I'm already in a blender.
Eagles, Washington,
and the New York Giants.
Yeah. Oh, the Giants are on the list.
Final answer.
They are fifth 15 times.
And then I think Washington wasn't on it like we thought they would have been. But I believe the Eagles.
It's 1 through 5.
What about the Steelers?
I was kind of thinking the Steelers just because of the longevity, but I also feel like they don't play on Thanksgiving a lot.
Yeah, I mean, this has been going back for decades. Like who would be the common...
Jaguars? The Jags?
No. Heck no.
I'm thinking of London.
That's a little different.
No,
think about
unique.
Think about
2 minutes.
Think about long-term franchises that would play. I mean, the divisional games are pretty...
What about the Chiefs? They've been around for a long time. The Broncos have been around for a while.
I feel like it's a lot of
49ers?
49ers
That's
might be one.
tempting.
You got 49ers final answer?
Dang it. You didn't have to hit it. You're the final answer guy.
Okay.
What about...
I feel like we got to say the Eagles.
I feel like the Eagles.
Eagles final answer.
Oh boy.
Need to go perfect.
Oh boy.
We need 2 more. We gotta nail them.
We need 3 more.
Where are the AFC teams? Not the Dolphins.
I feel like the Steelers and the Ravens play a lot.
Yeah.
I think they played a bunch of times on Thanksgiving.
But why are we thinking AFC so much? It's the Cowboys and the Lions that always play. Should we stick in the division? Are we overthinking this? Is it the Bears?
We already said
the Bears. They're top
1 minute.
Then who do we have in
Washington?
It's got to be
I'm shocked.
Washington.
Well, okay, Washington.
I'm good with it.
Final answer.
Okay.
7th place, the Commanders with 13
it was
appearances.
the Eagles
13.
who weren't on the list. How many do we need? We need
2 more.
We've hit all the divisional opponents.
Except for the Vikings. We don't
outside of the Vikings.
That'll be our last guess.
Yeah, I would be okay with that last guess.
30 seconds.
Colts?
Why y'all say the Colts?
I don't know, we said at the same time.
What about this? I don't know.
I kind of don't hate the Chiefs for some reason.
Chiefs?
I don't
Steelers
know.
or Chiefs?
I have no conviction on anybody else.
Steelers, Chiefs, Vikings are our last 3.
I don't remember the Chiefs ever playing on Thanksgiving.
10.
Steelers final.
9. 8. 7.
Vikings?
6.
We already lost.
5.
Yeah, I didn't feel
4. 3.
Chiefs?
2.
No. Oh! We would have lost, but we don't know.
Kyle said the Chiefs and the Broncos, who are both on this list.
The Broncos? I never remember the Broncos playing.
I hate losing
you missed
over
number
under.
5. That was the Arizona Cardinals with 18 appearances. And then you
never would have
I
guessed
do
the
remember
Cardinals.
Jake Plummer a few times out there. taking
Bills,
the field.
Broncos, Chiefs, and Cardinals, the 4 teams you missed. Congrats to Mike. Or excuse me, not Mike. Not congrats to Mike. Congrats to Derek and Wanakee.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I don't remember. The Chiefs, they probably haven't played in a while.
That topic's more fun in May than it is in November. I'll
No
tell you
crap, buddy. No crap.
Did we get it last time we did this?
No. He's going to do it in Thanksgiving
this is
time.
Like,
Arizona-
are you smarter than Ben Brust?
Arizona's the one I'm like, how in the world?
See how it feels, guys? See how it feels?
Yeah, I mean,
Imagine it being 15 different questions each time you got to
You want to
remember.
know my favorite part about Ben before referencing the Machu Picchu? Was that was a question this week, and I already started the
It was.
Oh.
We did not make him believe, but we will make him believe June 26th. Actually, we won't be making him believe. We'll just be reliving Made Him Believe. Gosh, I'm struggling today. June 26th. Remember that magical run in 2015 with Frank Kaminsky leading the charge, Bo Ryan, the Hall of Famer? Obviously, it ended in a way all of us remember. But the game before was electric. The run the entire year was electric. And I asked Josh Gosser today why it was Make 'em Believe. A lot of different reasons why it was Make 'em Believe. And that's crazy. Do you know why it was called Make 'em Believe?
Because y'all made them believe.
No. Do you know why that
Because
team...
no one believed.
But no, that's not why it is. And if you want to find out why they created Make 'em Believe, get tickets at uwhoops2015.com. Because there's stuff I don't know. And that's why it's fun to talk to my former teammates.
Oh, so you're going to be able to find out stuff just like everybody else.
Josh
that
told
night.
me, he goes, I can't wait to tell all these things in front of Bo that even Bo Ryan doesn't know to see how he reacts. That's what's going to happen when we're all together for a 10-year anniversary of the 2015 Final Four team at the Orpheum in Madison, June 26. As I mentioned, UWHoops2015.com, brought to you by Michelob Ultra, Potosi Varsiale, Potosi Hard Seltzer, and M3 Insurance. That's UWHoops2015.com. What ancient civilization built the Machu Picchu? It's just as stupid as I am. AI
Which
Ben
one
is
is
not
it?
much smarter than me.
Which one was ancient?
The Inca.
Hey!
Boy.
I read it when I looked up Machu Picchu earlier in the show. Otherwise, I would not have remembered from Tuesday. But I was told by Brad Nortman that I cannot read an article that Strofe sent us. So there are some discoveries that Kyle and I are learning about the Green Bay Packers on the other side. Strofe, do you know what's going on?
I do, yes.
Is this going to be fun? Oh. Brad's going deep?
We're going to really test our conviction about the Packers Super Bowl odds. We're going to see if they've changed it all. We're going to see if they've changed it all after I reveal what's coming up next.
When you don't compromise on the court, you shouldn't compromise off of it either. Lose the calories, not the taste. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Copyright 2024.
Hey Bucks fans, enjoy Michelob Ultra at Club Paragon Greenfield, Deer Camp Milwaukee, Kelly's Bleachers Big Bend, New Berlin Ale House, and Stenny's Milwaukee. Michelob Ultra, proud sponsor of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Kessler's has diamond pendants for Mother's Day.
Diamond pendants for only $148. Mother's Day celebrates motherhood.
And it's always appropriate to give a Mother's Day gift to a mom.
Diamond pendants for only $148.
Your mother is a mother.
Your wife may be a mother.
Your girlfriend may be a mother.
Your sister may be a mother.
Your grandmother's certainly a mother.
You might even have a coworker who is a mother.
Motherhood needs to be celebrated.
Always.
You heard the part about the $148, right?
Giving a diamond pendant to a mom who wasn't expecting it is one of the greatest joys you'll ever experience.
The surprise on their face when you say Happy Mother's Day is worth 10 times the price you paid.
They'll remember that gift forever.
And you will too.
Welcome to Kessler's, where you can buy a diamond Mother's Day pendant for just $148.
Welcome to Kessler's.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Save big on everything for your next project when you shop at Menards. Dutch Boys Durafighter is a premium interior paint and primer in one with a tough, lasting formula. It provides great scrub resistance and durability with remarkable hide and a smooth finish. Save big on Dutch Boys Durafighter paint at Menards and start your next project today. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman from KBN. Tune in to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman from 2 to 5 every day. WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
John chimes in on the Carbless Talk and text line 800-990-3776. Listens more. He loves the X-Files music, but he's not feeling good about the Packers Super Bowl odds. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe running the show. Kyle and I have been embargoed from this information.
Good word, Ben.
He used it right.
That was so good.
Thanks.
I didn't like it at all.
And now Brad is going to share some tidbits with us.
Yeah, there's an article on ESPN.com that describes now post-draft all the biggest roster holes for all 32 NFL teams. So naturally, I go to the Green Bay Packers. What do you think the biggest hole is in the roster for the Green Bay Packers?
I would say currently the biggest hole for the Green Bay Packers would either be edge rusher, somebody on a D-line, or a corner. I think that's pretty obvious.
I think it's been pretty clear where my trepidation is, and that's the defensive line.
Another stellar word, even if it is a...
No, that one's not on the list. He's just really salty that I'm pulling out good words.
Yeah, big Benny vocab today. You guys are exactly right. Edge rusher is the Green Bay Packers' number one biggest hole. And I could go into the details about how Rashawn Gary is the only guy that had more than 5 sacks. Lucas Van Ness has been a disappointment. Very unknown about Enibare, Cox, Sorrell, all those guys, right? So no surprise, right? A pretty marquee position group that the Packers are lacking where there's a big hole. Now I wondered, you know what? I wonder what the rest of the NFC contenders were. I'm going to list them off, and I want you guys to tell me what you notice. Let's go to the division rival, Detroit Lions. Their biggest position of need, edge rusher depth. Let's go to the other ones. Philadelphia Eagles, wide receiver number 3.
Oh, what?
Let's go to the Washington Commanders, biggest position of need. Linebacker depth. Let's finally go to the Los Angeles Rams. Wide receiver number 3.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys are...
I get it, Brad.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid.
These other contenders are concerned about their depth. Wide receiver 3, the edge rusher depth, and the Packers have a legitimate starting group that has the issue. I looked at this and I was like, oh my God, the Packers roster is, I think they're behind these other NFC contenders. It just is. When you are so good.
But
now, let me just finish my thought.
You can go ahead. I don't like how you're jumping to conclusions based off
These
one
other
spot.
teams, these are like the Packer teams of old when they were winning Super Bowl. When you look at it and say, they don't have any holes. Their holes are just depth. We look at the Green Bay Packers, and we all agree there's a pretty major hole. I read this article. I walked away concerned. I went into maybe thinking maybe 20%. What we talked about earlier in the show. Maybe the Packers do have a 20% chance to go to the Super Bowl. After this, I dropped mine to 15. I think 15's optimistic in light of these other roster holes from the other NFC contenders.
What if you're reading too much into this? And I think another exercise, if you're going to go full panic here, would be to looking at the strengths of each team, and if the Packers' strengths are better than the other contenders around them strengths, they can outweigh the weakness.
Would you like to put any of the Packers' strengths against those strengths of those teams?
I mean, against the Commanders and the Rams, absolutely. If you want to do the Eagles and Lions, I know they might be a little bit behind, but you know what the Lions don't have? They have a system quarterback that's very, very, very good. But
a more accomplished quarterback.
But Jordan Love's ceiling is much higher than a Jared Goff. So we can just look at it as a bunch of guys on paper.
It's a pretty optimistic view. I think your holes get exposed primarily in the playoffs.
This is interesting.
All right, Kyle.
They're concerned about depth, and the Packers is like D-line starters.
This is a little bit kind of why I was upset about the Green Bay Packers drafting in the second round for the future versus trying to fill positions now, because we still have holes. The fact that people can pinpoint holes on the Green Bay Packer football team, but then you look at the teams that are going to be competing with the Packers for that chance to represent the NFC, their holes are depth, their holes are getting the backups, their holes are getting a number 3 wide receiver. Hell, we might have nothing but number 3 wide receivers. I believe
Stroh,
in Matt
please
Echols.
join this conversation with me.
I'm just saying.
Brad is doom and gloom. Kyle's just doom and gloom.
Imagine being the Detroit Lions, and your biggest concern is D-line depth. When you have Aiden Hutchinson, and I don't even know who the dude whoever they filled in for them last year, they still got
harassed us.
Plenty of pressure on the quarterback. I was just like, wow, that is a luxury to be concerned about your depth as your biggest hole.
Yeah, you're right, Brad. That's when the Packers won a Super Bowl. They were concerned about
the Lions also drafted Tyreek Williams.
So you're just as pessimistic too?
I'm not necessarily pessimistic. I still think they're a very good team. It's just
It's concerning.
They have more of a hole on their front line than other contenders do.
So
now,
what is Goody doing then?
Well, the good news for
he
you
believes in his guys that he picked.
It don't seem
for
like nobody
right
else
or
does.
for wrong.
Hey, the good news is
he believes in them.
we'll have the best offense in the NFL. It's fine.
Okay,
Maybe
let's
second
hope.
best behind Cincinnati.
Oh yeah, Cincinnati.
You think they're going to be better than the Eagles and the Lions?
Yes,
Offense?
I do.
Wow.
Yeah. I think the sky's the limit for this offense.
Jordan Love better be a top.
Jordan Love's going to be an MVP candidate.
Yeah, Jordan Love's going to be good this year.
I mean,
if he's healthy, he's
I would
gonna be
expect
good.
that
Matthew
too,
Golden
but-
They're
will
going to
help
go
him a lot.
13-4.
Oh wow.
13-4.
Love's going to lead them to the 2 seed.
Oh wow.
That means you're winning the NFC North.
And
then, huh?
Rashawn Gary might have like 6.5 sacks.
Oh wow, over 5 again. Okay, less than 10, over 5.
That is incredible.
3 in one game, probably.
Yeah, exactly. Half of those in one game.
What is he doing? His crossover move?
I just look at this and I say to myself, man, these
Go root for the Jags.
these
man.
rosters.
Go root for the Panthers.
I do root for them. I do. These rosters, when you are going to your biggest concern being your depth and your wide receiver 3, that just reflects that you have a superior roster.
Hey, Brad.
Yes.
Tet McMillan was drafted by the Panthers. I just want to let you know that Matthew Golden's going to have a better season than him.
I believe that.
Yeah, probably because of the
You
quarterback.
should.
He's got a better opportunity to succeed.
He's got Jordan Love throwing him the ball. I mean, Bryce Young, I think he's okay.
Chet's
but-
going to be really good, though.
Let's go to
I'm not
Bill in the
comparing
414 on the Carbless Talk and text line. I think it's interesting. Ooh, wow. I think it's interesting how Kyle earlier in the show said that the Packers upgraded their wide receiver core, which is going to help them be a Super Bowl contender. Then just a few minutes ago, he said, we might have anything but wide receiver 3s.
Now, listen.
There is flip-flop Kyle to a T. Thank you, Bill.
No, what I'm saying, I really believe in Matthew Gold. I believe in him. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is this, is that we do not have an established number 1, but I feel like the upgrades that we did make and people hopefully taking the next step is going to lead to that. But when I think of this Packers football team,
next step.
Yeah, that's what it is based off of. When I made that argument for the Packers, it's based off the guys taking next step.
Stop saying it.
Oh, that's what puts me at 20%.
JB in the V chimes in. Can someone tell Ben you don't have to be pessimistic to be realistic? The Packers will not be going to the Super Bowl this year. They have a 0% chance, and that's reality.
That's a little too strong, but I think it's just an uphill battle considering the other rosters.
Did you guys never hear the Justin Bieber 2011 hit song,
God.
Never Say Never?
Oh, baby.
Is it too late now to say sorry?
Can you say that about every franchise, though? I mean,
I think you could probably go ahead and say there's a 0% chance the, say,
Giants.
Cleveland Browns go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Right, the Giants.
The Packers are a top 5 team in the NFC.
I don't think you could say there's a 0% chance for anybody.
Yeah, but
that's actually a contender.
Well, this is real rich from coming from the guy who said the Bears had a 0% chance of beating the Packers.
I was right.
No,
a Carl Brooks finger of right.
I was right.
Diana McGuanago, you're up on the Carbless Talk and text line.
Happy Thursday!
Happy Friday, Junior.
I hate that.
Hey, I got a question for you boys. I can't talk today.
That's okay,
Do you
slow it
think
down.
our number 1, Golden, do you think he's going to make a impact this season?
He will make an impact, Diana. Yes, he will. Early, I've seen projections have him at around 60 receptions, 675 yards.
No,
I'll take over the
I heard he's going to be on the practice squad.
Why are you saying that?
Because he's not going to make an impact. He's going to.
Now
Are you trolling?
Now you're trolling
D?
Dirty D.
Dirty
D.
Dirty D.
You see,
The
this is what you
person
do.
who answers the phone is being mean to
They
you.
might have him on the Green Bay Blizzard for a year.
Strove's coming for everybody, man.
He
He's
is.
coming for
First it was
everybody.
elderly, now it's women. He's a chauvinist.
Next is going to be children.
Yeah, hide your wife, hide your kids. Stroke coming.
He's an ageist. We do know that.
Yeah, we 100% know that. Hasn't apologized.
Leaning a different direction now for this one. Very mean
I
to
played
Dirty
Sorry
D.
by Justin Bieber. Does that count?
Doesn't count. I'll tell you what. I can't wait when I talk about weather with Brad Nortman telling us. I told him it was going to be a frost advisory on Friday.
Oh yeah.
But I did look ahead. It's going to be in the 70s and 80s next weekend. 70s and 80s. And that means you need to get your tickets to Road America because you can camp out all weekend. You can have a taste of what I feel like is like the state fair, just every concession stand you go to at Road America. It's conveniently located at Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. It's been racing with tons of cars, motorbikes since 1955. You can do corporate events, weddings. They have everything you need for a great time because kids 16 and under are free with a paying adult at the gate for admission. Get your tickets for the Spring Vintage Weekend with SVRA coming up on May 16th through the 18th. Come for the experience. Stay for the race. RoadAmerica.com for tickets. Jason Wilde, who was upset with Homer for saying the Packers have no chance of winning a Super Bowl. We'll dive deep into that. Plus, Peter Schrager is reporting that things are looking positive for Jair Alexander to potentially be back with the Packers. We'll see if Jason's hearing the same things next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I'm going to quote the great Martin Luther King in this.
Wow.
I'm going to bring up MLK. You know what he said?
Oh, wow.
He said, our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. And you know what matters to me? Booing Craig Counsell and booing the Chicago Cubs.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Starting off with a little bit of action, we've got some debris in the roadway on 94 southbound, just south of Drexel. So watch out for that. They may have to close off some lanes. I'm not sure what it is. I couldn't quite see. Other than that, we've got delays. Southbound on 41, slowing from Good Hope Road down to Capitol. Northbound's going to be slow from Watertown Plank Road all the way up past Capitol. On westbound 94, you got your backups from 25th Street all the way through to Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound slow from Mitchell Boulevard to 35th. And then on northbound 43, backing up from before Fond du Lac Avenue up to Keith. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, clear and chilly, frost inland, a low of 38 at the lake, 33 inland. Tomorrow, sunny skies, a high of 60 at the lake, 68 inland. Weather's brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lonzaga on 94.5 ESPN.
The 2015 Wisconsin men's hoops team gave us all a march to remember.
There will be no undefeated champion on Wisconsin with an unbelievable stretch drive to the championship game.
On June 26th, enjoy an intimate celebration with the stars of the run with Made 'em Believe. Presented by M3 Insurance. World-class expertise and individual attention. Tickets are on sale now at uwhoops2015.com. Made 'em Believe, June 26th at the Orpheum Theater in Madison.
At Citizens Bank, community banking is you. Growing your business with a partner who gets it. It's you. Buying your first home with a lender who makes it easy. It's you. Building a future with savings that work just as hard as you. And it's us, working together to strengthen our community. Because at Citizens Bank, community banking means you plus us. Visit us at citizensbankwi.bank. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Summer's getting closer, and Brewers action at American Family Field is only heating up. Don't miss a Midwestern throwdown between the Brewers and the Twins, May 16th through the 18th. Get a Jedi Jackson Churio Star Wars Night bauble with a special theme night ticket on the 16th. Then get here early for an exclusive Brewers cribbage board giveaway for the first 25,000 fans on the 17th. Presented by 620 WTMJ. Get tickets at brewers.com.
Sip into a flawless summer. Hey, it's KBN's Brad Nortman. Let carbless, ready-to-drink cocktails be your passport to pool parties, patio hangouts, cookouts, and pure summer bliss. Carbless is here to spark a summer of flavor and fun. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, just 100 calories, and of course, all the good vibes. From fruity flavors to refreshing fizz, Carbless stands out in a sea of same-old seltzers. See what flavors fit your summer. Find your bliss today at drinkcarbless.com and enter to win a flawless summer prize pack today.
It's party time at Cousins Subs. For a limited time only, Cousins 2-foot party subs are back. Choose from the club, ham and provolone, Italian special, or turkey. Each party sub is just $39.99, feeds 5 to 8 people, and requires 24-hour notice to order. And now you can complete your party by adding a party chip bag and a dozen chocolate chip cookies for just $4.99. Order today in store, online, or on the app. Cousins Subs. We believe in better.
Hey, it's Kyle Walsh for Universal Windows Direct. May is officially the kickoff to home improvement season, and now is the time to tackle those big projects you've been putting off. Right now, during the home improvement season sale, you'll get an incredible 50% off your windows. But it gets even better. For a limited time, you'll get no interest and no payments for 12 months, and you'll receive a free entry door with your window purchase. Call 414-410-2000 or visit universalwindowsdirect.com to schedule your free in-home estimate today.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
There's a little groupthink going on there. I'm not going to disagree.
Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
He is a good general manager. Anybody who disputes that, they have other issues.
Holding everybody accountable.
I'm not sure that was good enough for us to even play on our show.
Jason Wilde is on Kyle Brust and Nortman.
What just happened? Okay.
Pretty good.
That's your jam, huh?
No, it was just what I happened to be listening to on my drive back from Rockford. Little 80s and 90s mix. I should have been listening to you guys. I'm sorry. But then you wouldn't get... She drives me crazy.
I mean, it is a good jam. Jason Wilde joining us here on Kyle Brust and Nortman. He drives me crazy. Sings that about me a lot. As we're happy to have him. There's a lot of stuff going on in the Green Bay Packer land. And Jason, how was Rockford, by the way? Looks awesome.
Yeah, the Hard Rock Casino is an amazing facility. It's bright, it's beautiful, it's brand spanking new, and it's a great partner. Food was good. The crowd, a lot of people came. One guy, Larry, came all the way from Iowa. 181 miles he drove to see us. I beat him by a few miles, a little farther to Green Bay. But if you're in the Madison area, I mean, it's, as Tausch quickly pointed out, I assume because he was making Jesse drive above the speed limit, less than an hour. So it's nice and close, and don't let me forget to do my 2 toll payments from the Illinois tollway, though.
Strofe, you just made a face.
I drove to Indiana last July, and I have never paid my tolls.
Oh, those things are going to be $40 each.
They changed the system up, and it's annoying now. All you got to do is register your car and put your card on file, and everybody basically has an iPass now.
Yep. Put your plates in your car.
Yeah,
it's very easy.
That happens.
Yeah.
Oh, Jair Alexander, according to Peter Schrager, things are trending in the right direction. We saw, I think it was Jeremy Fowler that said there was some sort of resolution. Resolution could be good in terms if you want Jair back with the Packers. Resolution could also mean he's not going to be with the Packers. What's the latest that you're hearing about Jair? Because there are different people saying not different things, but a lot of things about him.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything. I've heard what you just read to me from Jeremy Fowler. We read that on our show today too. I mean, I'm not saying that I am shirking my responsibilities or I've lost interest, but like the problem is even if things are moving in a direction toward there being a resolution for him to stay, if you read what Jeremy Fowler wrote, he leaves the door open for him both being traded and being released. So all 3 things remain on the table. So it'll be resolved when it's resolved. If he ends up staying in Green Bay, I will not be as surprised as I would have been a few weeks ago, but I will still be surprised. I still, the fact that maybe he's willing to now take a significant pay cut with the opportunity to earn back every penny if he plays in every game, maybe that tipped the scale. I remember Domofsky reporting that the Packers had not asked him to take a pay cut and that Jair Alexander would not take one if one was offered. And at some point, that changed.
I just don't know what changed, and like who did. I feel like both sides had to have like a moment.
Both sides realizing. One side realizing we're not going to be able to trade him. No one's going to want to pick up his contract. And Jair probably realizing, I may not find anything better than staying here with some guys I like, in a scheme I like, in a place I know. Like, again, I'm not saying that he's going to stay now because I'm still not convinced that that's the case. But for them to have these conversations, both sides realized, okay, maybe we could do worse than having him come back and rolling the dice and making sure we change the contract to protect us if he is going to miss 10 games for the fourth time in 5 years. And Jair realizing there's not a lot of teams banging down my agent's door saying, hey, if they cut you, we're going to be first in line to sign you. And we're thinking, $16 million for 2025. I'm assuming that that's kind of what's occurred for both sides.
Glad no divorce is happening here. Hopefully.
I was going to
not
say,
irreconcilable differences. Not.
Cheaper to keep her.
That's what
your dad said.
Cheaper to keep her, and it's more profitable for Jair to stay.
What a terrible term that is.
Oh, it's a good term. It keeps marriages together. Keeps families together. Have you ever thought about getting a divorce? I know you've never, but I'm just saying, if people who get them, it costs a lot of money.
They do, but like if you're miserable and your reasoning is it's cheaper to keep her or him.
Well,
let's go to Brad's question.
Speaking of a possible divorce in the future, Romeo Dobbs.
I knew Lexi was going to come to her senses.
Oh wow! I keep on fooling her one day at a time, Jason.
No, that's for damn sure. We know that.
That is the truth. That is the truth. Romeo Dobbs now being linked to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron Rodgers rumors swirling in the ether. Would it surprise you if Romeo Dobbs was not on the roster at the end of the season, if the Packers traded him away, whether it be to the Pittsburgh Steelers sooner than later or before the end of the year? Because, Jason, it's a pretty crowded wide receiver room.
Yeah, and I think Tausch said it best, that they may forgive, but they don't forget.
Ooh,
and that
nice
whole episode early in the season last year, almost as good as it's cheaper to keep her. But that whole episode last season, there was a time where we were having a debate, who gets an extension if they only do one? Is it Romeo Dobbs or is it Zach Tom?
Wow.
You haven't heard that debate in a very long time.
No. Pretty clear.
It is. I would not be surprised at all if he's traded during camp, before camp, at the trade deadline. No, none of that would surprise me in the least. I don't, and I have not reached out to the alleged newlywed about this, but I as much as I want to know how the wedding was, I also want to know. Wait, you really like Romeo Dobbs?
Jason, I'm so. When I read this, I thought it was The Onion.
Old friends, eh?
Yeah, great song by Ben Rector called "Old Friends." By the way,
I agree.
I don't. That's not how I remember it. Like I remember, and I think enough time has passed. I can just say this flat out. Like, I think I may have said it already before. When Romeo Dobbs said, "I learned a lot from Aaron, even with him barely speaking to me during training camp going into the 2023 season."
But even the way you said that, Jason, feels so much different than Romeo. And Strofe, I think we have this, don't we? I'd love to play it because we haven't played it yet, Jason. This is Romeo Dobbs on the exact same thing Jason was saying, but the tone is just crazy.
I didn't get a chance to hang out with him, but
not one time he didn't take you guys out.
Not one time. As far as being around 12, I'd say possibly it's always been football.
That wasn't the one I think me and Jason were talking about, but still interesting.
mine was in mine. The one I'm referring to, I was there.
Mm-hmm.
He said it to me, and I was like, and I don't know how that's ancient now, but I also remember saying, okay, because you could tell he knew, like by the look on his face, you could tell he realized, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that out. I said the quiet part out loud. So anyway, so he says that, and then I, not to be a tattletale, but I want to get the story right. I texted Rogers. I was like, look, first of all, I want you to know about this just in case it becomes a thing. Secondly, is this true? Like, you barely spoke to the guy? And his response was that he went out of his way to have lunch with him multiple times. He tried to talk to him. I think he said something about him being a different cat or a weird dude. But, like, the idea that these two guys, like, I don't know if they're, like, conflating Romeo Dobbs and Alan Lazard, and they think they're the same person. Like, I don't remember. And again, if I'm wrong, I am hand up. I'll say I'm wrong. But nothing in my interactions with either of those people led me to think that now they're tight and Rodgers really likes them. Like, I have no recollection of that.
Boy,
ever.
Jason, thinking about a lunch between Romeo Dobbs and Aaron Rodgers, I would love to be a fly on that wall. Two interesting personalities. That would be fascinating. Anyway.
Oh, that was the drop-in?
That's it. Could you imagine Romeo Dobbs and Aaron Rodgers having lunch? What would they talk about?
Who knows?
Also, Jason, I'm glad that you were on the Homer Hour yesterday, talking with Homer, because he came in here yesterday and was like, 0% chance they win the Super Bowl, 5% chance they make the Super Bowl, and blah, 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 blah. I just think he's being a little too harsh in terms of the fact that the Packers, and I heard you talking about odds, they are the fifth best odds to win the NFC. And there are some teams in front of them right now that may have flaws, like the Commanders. I don't know if I truly believe. The 49ers, I don't know if I truly believe yet.
Mm-hmm.
The Packers at least have been on this, as Kyle would say, ascension. 9 games won, 11 games won. Talk about the schedules.
Growth
The record is what
linear.
you said you were. And Kyle thought I had come up with that, which was bonkers, because you have said that at least 1,000 times since I've been starting doing this job. And I don't know. I feel like it's disrespectful to what they're capable of based off their trajectory and who their head coach is and what their quarterback has shown, if he can consistently do it, what they can do as a team.
Yeah, I don't love the percentage game. You guys know so much more about wagering than I do. I just feel like there's too many variables. I mean, there are so many moments in football games that could go either way that are not in any way factored into the mathematics of the odds that are put up against a team winning or losing the Super Bowl. I would just say I was bothered that Homer indicated that those people were crazy or they were idiots, the 30% of respondents who voted that they believed the Packers would win the Super Bowl. Like, I disagree with them. I don't think they're going to, but I don't think that's an idiotic position. Like, I know there's a lot of ifs attached to it, but like, dude, their defense was 5th in the league in total defense and 6th in scoring. They seem to be pretty legit for the first time since Dom Capers and his comb-over patrolled the press box. I can see Jordan Love playing much more, not exactly like he did down the stretch of 2023, but more like that than he has since. I can see Josh Jacobs having an even bigger season. I can see Tucker Kraft having a big year. I can see their offensive line being improved. And I can see their wide receivers being more consistent and not dropping 33 passes this year. So all those things, I don't think they're anywhere close to being crazy to think they could happen. And if all of them do, they could be in the Super Bowl. So I just didn't like the fact that he, kind of branded the people that thought that to be idiots when they might be overly optimistic, but they're not idiotic.
Well, I'm with you there, Jason. We appreciate the time. Somehow it's already Thursday, and we'll be listening to you on Wildy and Tausch, listening to you on Sunday Karma, and, of course, on Wildy and Tausch.
Twice. I appreciate that, and great clock management. You're the best among us at that part of the job.
Strofe would actually have my back on that. I do a pretty good job.
I don't think that was sarcasm. I think he was being serious.
That was not sarcasm at all. Nope.
Well, we're going to talk about Gina Dell from Pella, which you guys do at 9:15 every day, and we're going to do it right now because she is the absolute best. I got my entire first floor done by Gina. The windows are amazing. The hidden screens are in, and if you've been looking at your windows and thinking about, do I need them? All it takes is just a consultation. You don't even have to do it. You just need to be educated on what they have to offer. And when you know what they have to offer and you get the offer that you like from a financing standpoint and you want to wait for that, you can do that. But it makes no sense not to even ask Gina to come over or have her team come over and educate you on what they can provide. Because I got my new energy bill, shot down $50.
Hey.
That's big.
Every month.
Every month. Yes, well, hopefully it will be.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to be heading into the summer months, but knowing when they showed me how the sun would come in my old windows versus the windows that I have now, I have a feeling that's going to be just as good. You can discover that for yourself at 855-PELLA-WI or visit them, PELLAWI.com. Would anyone be surprised if Romeo Dobbs was gone? I don't think so, but I also want to hit on Jair Alexander because Jason is reading the things, but I don't know. I want to hear from Peter Schrager, who talked on Pat McAfee's show about some positive if you want Jair Alexander back with the Packers. Next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman
Pull my baby out the goal. Y'all, get him out. Ain't no way in the world my baby going to get hit that many times with a puck.
on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We're seeing delays around the area in our usual spots. Northbound 43 going to be backed up from the Marquette all the way to Keefe. Southbound is slowing down from Capitol Drive down through the Marquette. You're back on the brakes at the end of the high-rise bridge down towards the KK River. Westbound 94 backing up out of the Marquette all the way to about Mitchell Boulevard. The eastbound side slowing down right past 70th Street. And then again coming out of the stadium interchange to 35th. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast. Tonight, clear and chilly. Frost inland. A low of 38 at the lake, 33 inland. Tomorrow, sunny skies. A high of 60 at the lake, 68 inland. Weather is brought to you by Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin's Road America. The Spring Vintage Weekend Series is coming up May 16th through the 18th. Get your tickets today and check out the full season schedule at roadamerica.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman, here to tell you about my friends at Bank 5-9. Everywhere I go throughout the area, I see Bank 5-9, and it's no wonder why. Not only do they have 14 branch locations, but their employees spend nearly 9,000 hours each year volunteering in the communities that they serve. That's on top of the financial support that they provide to several hundred nonprofits right here in southeastern Wisconsin. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check them out today at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
Discover an unreal treasure this May at Potawatomi. Don't miss your chance to win a share of $300,000 in cash and prizes. Just play with your rewards card for entries. Prize drawings on Thursdays. Unreal treasures this May at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Your win is waiting. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Whether you're about to graduate high school or have been in the workforce for years, it's time to take control of your future. Welcome to Lakeland University, where you call the shots. We use our flexible learning formats to customize your degree path. In-person, online, and virtual classes are all available. Lakeland University is designed around you, your goals, your schedule, your future. You can even earn up to 25% of your degree via paid work experiences. Ready to take control of your future? Let us customize an education to fit your needs. Visit lakeland.edu/ESPN to learn more.
On Thursday, May 22nd, join Sharp Literacy for the 9th annual Unwrapped Milwaukee fundraising event from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at 3rd Street Market Hall. Unwrapped is an evening of community, creativity, and food. Top area chefs will create gourmet appetizer, entree, and dessert bites using McDonald's ingredients. The fundraiser will support Sharp's STEAM-based educational program serving thousands of urban elementary students in 47 Milwaukee, Waukesha, and Racine schools. For tickets, visit sharpliteracy.org. Blain'sForYou.org.
We see you out there, building a life you love, knowing that when inspiration strikes, nothing should get in your way. At Blaine's, we're here to help with everything you need to make it happen at prices that make it possible. Like 15% off assorted Kurt trailer hitch accessories, name brand tires, or buy 3, get 1 free for rewards members. Plus, this Saturday from 9 to 2, don't miss special offers and test drive select zero turns and lawn tractors during our Ride and Drive event. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
It's a home run! But wait, is your roof ready for the big league storms? If your roof has more holes than a catcher's mitt, it's time to bring in the pros. At Avondale Roofing, we've been handling leaks, repairs, and full replacements with major league precision for over 30 years. And as a GAF Master Elite certified contractor, we bring top-tier quality and proven performance to every job. Whether it's a quick patch-up or full upgrade, our team steps up to the plate and knocks it out of the park every time. You're out! Don't wait till water's in your dugout. Call Avondale Roofing today and keep your home in the win column.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Weedman for the win. Weedman.com to get 50% off your first treatment. That's half off at Weedman.com. It is kid and pet friendly. And you want to have that lush green weed-free yard that makes the neighbors stop and stare. That's where Weedman comes in. They've been to all 3 of our, they've been to 2 of our houses, 1 of our estates.
Oh, I'm telling you, my grass is looking green.
I love looking at the other neighbors' yards. It's not as green.
I can't wait. I'm telling you, I'm waiting to cut it.
First cut's going to be great.
Well, yeah, I'm waiting for it. I can't wait for the luscious grass.
So at this point, we've heard reports from Peter Schrager that things are trending in a good direction for a Jair to be back with the Green Bay Packers. Jeremy Fowler had said that there is close to a resolution. Whether you mean resolution is Jair back or not back, resolution coming soon.
Jason seems apprehensive.
Yeah, but
apprehensive.
I don't really. I think
it's one of those things that he and many of the local reporters have been on it doesn't feel like he's coming back, and they may be in denial of that.
Yeah,
actually becoming true.
There has been quite a bit of local reporter agreement from the start, because I think even Rob Domofsky
but then Rob changed his reporting based off what he heard, and now we're hearing some more things based off the changing of his reporting.
I would say historically this would be a perfect Green Bay Packer situation for just go your separate ways, wash your hands of it. But this is a unique situation. They didn't draft anybody. Nobody fell to them. I feel like they still think there's a little bit of a hole there. So it makes sense that maybe Jair's camp says the same thing. We just can't do as well in the open market.
Will Dobbs and Jair both be on the roster to start the season?
Yes.
You think both will be?
It will be.
You say that very confidently after you were just like, Jason doesn't seem like...
He seems apprehensive about it, but it seems like everything's moving in that direction in the sense of when I think about Jair Alexander, it's just been a weird situation. The way Goody talked about, we got to get something back for our asset. It just seemed very odd the whole time, like the Green Bay Packers were stubborn and saying, if we don't get this, we're not moving on from Jair Alexander. And we all thought, they're going to cut him. Well, obviously, the Green Bay Packers don't want to cut him because they want to get something for him. So it's just been a weird scenario and situation. And I really feel like, yes, Jair's going to be on the roster. And I do believe Romeo Dobbs will be on the roster too.
Oof, I think Jair will be. I think they're going to figure it out. The need is there for both parties. Man, Dobbs, I think he wants a fresh slate, and I think the Packers want to go young and give their guys a shot. I could see the right draft.
Come on. You just told me that the Green Bay Packers have holes on their football team by removing Romeo Dobbs and hoping for Savion.
He's thinking like Goody. And you're thinking like yourself.
Because Goody
just loves his guys.
4th or 5th round draft pick.
It's not even about that. It's about the fact that he literally drafted Dobbs and Watson's replacements. They're both up on contracts. If they're not going to be here and you have an opportunity to get value for them, it's worth looking at.
If Christian Watson was not injured, then this would be a conversation that would make more sense. But right now, you got to get a really good offer that make you blow you away to say, I'm going to go ahead and put some young guys in there like a Tay Wicks who are still waiting to turn that corner, or Savion we don't know we're going to get, Matthew Golden we feel confident he's going to be good, but he's still a young wide receiver. You're just giving Jordan Love more youth.
But you only have one season with Dobbs. There's no chance of replacing him. You might as well get something
And if you
back
think
from
Dobbs
him.
is that big of a difference maker, then you'd be re-signing him anyway.
No, what I'm
so
just,
you might as well
I'm just,
trade him.
I'm just saying keeping him this season, and whatever you decide, whatever happens after this year, if you move on from him or if he ends up signing back, you'll just figure it
He's
out.
not
But there's
signing back, so
there's
I'm fine getting something for him.
There's just no rush, and if he's really, really good, I think the Packers could potentially, I don't know how all it works, Brad, maybe you can help me. If he does leave in free agency and he has a really good year, the Packers could potentially get a compensatory pick, can't
That's
they?
true. They
and
can.
so, I mean, there's no reason to really move on from him right now unless you get something that knocks your socks off type offer.
I mean,
well, I'll be knocking my socks off because last year you guys were sitting on couches, and I'm going to be there with all y'all tomorrow at IKEA
Is
in
this
Oak
your
Creek.
first time?
Well,
Kyle,
I've been
I
to
can do it
IKEA Oak
twice.
Creek many times.
No, I mean the first time doing a broadcast.
Yes,
you had a concussion.
Concussion, yes,
then
that was
some-
right.
That's right. It was.
And
the
then you had
concussion
some.
time.
Yeah, you. Wow, welcome.
I mean, dude, IKEA is a treat. To
I
do it at.
know,
We sit
the
in the
Swedish
couches,
meatballs.
The cafe.
The cafe's
Oh my
amazing.
gosh. Oh
It's
my
going to be a
gosh.
great time at IKEA in Oak Creek. Make sure you stop by from 2 to 5 and hang out with us and check out how to be part of the Family Rewards program. All it takes is an email sign up, and you're going to get a coupon within 48 hours if you opt into those promotional emails. They provide it all for you. Assembly, delivery, home and furniture guidance, you name it. Buyback, resell, just become a family member, and there's so many perks that come with it. It's not like anything you're just like, oh, I got to get this to pay this money, get this perk. No, it's free to become an IKEA family member. So stop on by, and we'll see you at IKEA in Oak Creek. Got a fun surprise, something new on the docket with Kyle, Brust, and Nortman coming up next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
800-990-3776. Say that again. What a radio pro.
He's so.
Say that again. Nobody said a word.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The excitement is building for Walk MS. Join in and be part of an unforgettable display of support and love surrounding people with multiple sclerosis. It takes a whole community to end this disease. This May, all over the state, witness firsthand the MS community coming to life like never before, including on Sunday, May 4th, at the Summerfest grounds for Walk MS Milwaukee. Visit walkms.org today and plan to join us around Wisconsin. That's May 4th at the Summerfest grounds.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman's Ben Brust here for Grimal and Associates Insurance. They do what anyone with a growing family, like myself, does. Protect what matters most. Grimal and Associates specializes in coverage that's tailored exactly to you. Clients aren't just policies. They're part of their community. Personalized American Family Insurance back service, expert guidance, and genuine commitment. Grimal and Associates focuses on building trusted relationships and providing peace of mind. The same values they've had for over 30 years in the Milwaukee area. Connect with Grimal and Associates at teamgrimal.com.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Evan Cohen.
This is not about the Celtics. Everyone has made this about the Celtics. I am by no means a Knicks fan. The Knicks deserve so much credit for this win last night. They were down 20 points. They had their second best offensive player in foul trouble. Jalen Brunson, Mr. Clutch, Big Body Brunson as Kendrick Perkins calls him, missed a game-winning layup. Shot was probably too easy for him. Didn't affect them. They come back in overtime, and they outscore the Celtics by 3. Everyone is going to the Celtics lost this game. No. This is how Boston plays. They live by the 3. They die by the 3. Everyone wants them to change their game plan, but that's not the way they play. They won a championship last year relatively easily. It's never easy to win a championship.
Yeah.
But in comparison to other runs, they destroyed teams, right? To their credit. Doing it this way.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Hey, it's Brad Nortman, and I've got to tell you about my go-to car wash, Tsunami Express. Get your ride looking its best and ride the wave at Tsunami Express Car Wash, Milwaukee's fan favorite for that perfect shine. Sign up for a monthly membership and enjoy unlimited washes for less than $1 a day. Skip the wait with the fast lane and take advantage of great perks. With locations in Midtown Milwaukee, Waukesha, Greenfield, Oak Creek, and Mount Pleasant, Tsunami Express has you covered. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat. Visit TsunamiExpress.com to learn more.
Kevin Moret here from Mentality. Life's a relentless competition, and you might be losing without even knowing it. With testosterone levels plummeting 25% in just 2 decades, you're likely operating at a fraction of your potential. Your kids sense it when you're too exhausted for playtime. Your wife notices when that spark fades. Here's the harsh truth. Without addressing low T, nothing works. Diets fail, workouts fall flat, but there's hope. Mentality's FDA-approved treatment restores testosterone by an average of 30%. Don't let low T rob you of life's precious moments. Start at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine, that's amore.
All new in our hands on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. We're showing off the labels, and we're joined on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman by the Director of Marketing. VP or Director now?
Senior Director.
Senior Director.
I like that.
Woo, woo. John Leonardo, tell us what we're holding, and when do we get to try it?
Well, first off, thanks again for having me here, guys. If you remember a couple months ago when you were at our office, I kind of teased. I said we've got some really cool things in the works that I couldn't quite share at the time, but now is the time to share. We did a partnership with Kellanova, the owners of the Cheez-It brand, and we brought to market Cheez-It frozen pizza.
Cheez-It frozen pizza. Here's why I love it, because some of my favorite Cheez-Its are Cheez-It Toasty. Well, guess what? I can take Cheez-Its and I can make them toasty by putting it in the oven. Look at that, 450, center rack, and it's only 8 to 10 minutes. Is it really 8 to 10 minutes?
It is really 8 to 10 minutes. It's a cracker thin crust, so it bakes up really quickly. Even yesterday, I was working from home and kind of was tied up in meetings. I'm like, I'm hungry for lunch. What am I going to have? So I went in the freezer. I was like, I've got Cheez-It pizza.
Oh, so that's your go-to right now.
I've got a lot of go-to. That was the go-to yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, are you guys hiring in research and development? Because like
are you asking for a different job while on our program?
I love being on the radio, but man, oh man,
I love the radio, but I'd love to try pizza more.
Eat Cheez-It pizza. 2 things I love in life. My go-to snacks growing up: Cheez-Its and of course frozen pizza. Beautiful merger of the 2 of them. I can't wait to try.
No, here's the thing about this is that this is obviously unique. I'm telling nobody but those at Palermo's were thinking about trying to have a partnership between Cheez-It and pizza and Palermo's, and I'm telling you, I know for a fact it's good because nobody does it better. So I'm actually very, very interested to give this a try.
At this point now, we have the Palermo's brand. Like you got your neighborhood, then you have your Scream Sicilian, we have Urban Pie, we have Stranger Things, we have Cheez-It, we have breakfast pizza, we got dessert pizza. What am I missing in the menu, in the repertoire here?
I think you might have missed Connie's.
Connie's?
Connie's.
Yeah, Connie's is good as well.
The crust is delicious.
Yeah, cornmeal crust.
Cornmeal crust.
Yeah, and then the other new introduction that I'll find another time to bring it into you folks is we did a partnership with the Ragu brand.
I saw Ragu.
So more of a value type pizza, very satiating, filling pizza, just really meant to play to that consumer that's looking for a very affordable filling meal for their family.
All right, here's the thing. I want to know from everybody here, what is their go-to beverage as a child with pizza? Did you do milk, Because
I
feel like didn't people do pizza and milk? Isn't that a thing?
No, that's appalling.
You're nodding your head. Is that?
I thought that was a thing.
I'm laughing because my daughter will do milk with pizza. I was always, a Coke or Pepsi, whatever it may be.
I was always a Sprite. Like a Sprite.
Crisp,
oh my gosh! After the bite of pizza, it was so delicious.
Yeah, I was probably a Coke guy. I don't know, something about Coke and pizza. It's beautiful. It tastes so good. I don't know. Or if it was like, the playing days, a Gatorade on the side of it too. I always liked a good Gatorade with pizza.
Did you have the sugared Gatorade back in the day? Does Brad Nortman put sugared Gatorade in his body?
When G2 came out and when Gatorade Zero, I said, give me the sugar-free stuff.
Listen, you know what's crazy about that?
If G0's bad for me, then I'm going to be dying soon because I drink that like water.
I first had G0 for the first time, and I said, this is gross. And then I got older, and I realized, I like this because it's less sweet.
It's amazing.
But speaking of stories, just here with Palermo's, the thing I think about when you're talking about when you had it, the first time you had it, what did you eat it with as a kid? I remember the first time I had Palermo's. My cousin used to work in quality control for Palermo's probably 15 years ago, maybe. And that's when I found out employees got either 6 pizzas a week or 6 pizzas a day. One of the two. They got to take home per week, probably something like that. And so I just remember I tried Palermo's for the first time. I said, my God, Cousin Anthony, this is so good. His kids were raised on Palermo's. He worked there for like 5 years. But it was delicious, and I became a fan ever since.
Mark was a cream soda guy on the Carbless Talk and Text line. Brad's probably a Carbless guy now.
Absolutely, of course.
Should we go to KBN Nation right now and say, hey, we have John here with us. Send us your best pizza ideas, and then Brad will go work for research and development, and we can all collaborate together.
It'd be a dream job.
Absolutely.
800-990-3776. Give us your Palermo's ideas.
I got to know, how does it work? Does this research and development team sit in the back and go, it'd be great? Cheez-Its are great. Palermo's pizzas are great. Let's do it.
It's a great question. It's a little bit of both. So the marketing team, which I have the pleasure of leading, we're dialed into the consumer, looking at trends, what's happening in the category, what's happening in other categories. And so we do a lot of research. We will test different ideas with consumers, and the ones that tend to rise to the top, we'll tell our R&D team, hey, this is an idea that consumers are interested in. Let's start working on building it, and then we will test it with consumers where they'll actually taste the product. So we did a lot of testing with the Cheez-It pizza to make sure that it was matching what consumers would expect.
Yeah, sign me up for that, right?
Kyle, you got your hand raised. This is to be a part of the test team?
Well, I want to be part of the test team for sure. But you guys had tell me, because you said, ideas. The barbecue chicken pizza Stranger Things, was that a thing before? That's not anything that's around now, is it?
So there is still a little bit of that out in the marketplace, but as we were talking off the air, we have Stranger Things 5 is coming out in November, and so we're going to have a relaunch of our Surfer Boy Stranger Things, kind of a new look and feel to it. So I'll leave that as a teaser to come back here in maybe June, July.
We got the hot Cheez-It pizzas here.
Pizzas are here.
Opa!
Pizza's here.
Pizza man.
Oh, yes, I love it.
So this is Cheez-It crust that I'm about to put in my mouth.
Yep. So the crust.
I can't wait to try this.
As you can see, the pizza's a square shape, so it mimics the shape of the Cheez-It. It's orange in color, just like a Cheez-It cracker, and it's thin and crispy and tastes just like a Cheez-It.
Oh yeah,
oh my gosh, that is so good.
It's like your childhood.
Corner pizza.
Look at this. Mashed with pizza, all in one. When are these in stores, real quick?
Yeah, so these are in stores right now. They just started hitting the shelves probably in the last week, so we wanted to come on the air and share the news with your listeners.
This is a winning
your
combination.
Cheez-It pizzas. Damn sports show's missing out because they're not eating Cheez-It pizza. Jim, Matt, and Molly are missing out because they're not eating Cheez-It pizza. But we're eating Cheez-It pizza and hanging out with you till 5 o'clock in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Don't remember what they...
Northbound 43 3. Watch for delays from the Marquette all the way up towards Keefe. Southbound slowing from Capitol Drive all the way down through the Marquette interchange down to the Knickknick River. So that's going to be affecting your ride there. Give yourself time. Westbound 94 is backed up out of the Marquette all the way to about Hawley Road. Eastbound's got some backups as well, right from 84th Street through the stadium. And then on southbound 41, a hefty ride there from Good Hope Road all the way down past Capitol Drive. Right now from Highway Q to the zoo, that is a 24-minute ride, a 10-minute delay. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast. Tonight, clear and chilly, frost inland, a low of 38 at the lake, 33 inland. Tomorrow, sunny skies, a high of 60 at the lake, 68 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
In Minnesota, you can get the hottest concert ticket in town.
Thanks everybody for being here.
While eating some of the best food in the nation.
I think I've said yum like 85 times.
Plan your trip at exploreminnesota.com. Whether fishing, floating, or boating, in Minnesota, lakes aren't just a destination.
Nice walleye.
They're a way of life.
The water is so clean and so clear, it's quite magical.
See what makes Minnesota the star of the North at exploreminnesota.com.
Mark Tauscher here for Kohler Services. Well, if you've been putting off your bath or shower remodel, now's the time to turn to Kohler Services. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer, providing care for life. And this month only, get $1,000 off your Lugstone shower remodel and no interest financing for 12 months. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast, professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
We them boys. Holla, holla, holla. We making noise. Holla. Holla, 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 holla. We them boys.
It's the Palermo's Pizza and Cheese It Partnership 414 hour at 4 right here on KBN. Now give me some of that pizza.
No eating during the break, boy, or during the show.
One more bite.
I have to. It's part of the.
Strofe, are you eating back there? I'm going to need someone to be able to talk. And he just ate and crunched on the microphone in my face.
That was a good crunch.
That was a really good on-air crunch. How about this one? How did he get that crunch?
I heard nothing.
That was a great crunch.
It was.
Frozen pizza's so good.
Send us your...
Didn't you just say not to eat on the air? Now you're talking with your mouth full?
Well, I wasn't going to be left out. Send us your Palermo's ideas for new pizzas. Because they will make it happen. I mean, like, genuine, as we were in the break, John was asking us, genuinely, what do you think? That last, I would say make sure you cook it crispy. Because it really did feel...
Cool Ranch Doritos.
Ooh.
That's really good.
That last bite really did feel like I was eating a Cheez-It Toasty with pizza on top.
Yeah. It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Legitimately, I wouldn't lie to you, KBN Nation.
No, and people who love Cheez-Its, though, because Cheez-It, obviously big brand, people love their Cheez-Its. If you love Cheez-Its and you love pizza, especially Palermo's Pizza, you're going to like this a lot.
Is there a cheese?
Let me just say, I love talking about higher love. It elevates your draft experience. It will elevate your Cheez-It eating pizza experience as well.
Got to get this pizza away from me.
Is there such thing as a cheese pizza?
I won't stop.
I'm sure Palermo's will do it. I know. Kyle's got no self-control. All that weight he lost is coming back on in one segment.
Still kind of within arm's
legitimately
reach.
so good.
It's so good.
I love Cheez-Its.
I love Cheez-Its too.
Same thing.
I'm coming to get another piece.
You know what
No,
they should
no.
do? White
I will
cheddar. White cheddar cheese.
Lock him out.
And then when these sell out, which they will,
White cheddar?
white cheddar. White cheddar Cheez-Its are so good.
They are.
For those commuting, we are sorry if you are making you a little bit hangry right now, but just know you need to go to your local grocer and experience this deliciousness.
That savoriness.
I just I kind of like I'm shaking because I want to grab the piece and I can't grab this piece. It's just staring at me. But it's time now to do some Brewers math.
Kyle, you just said you got to stop eating it.
Dude,
eating
man,
it.
come on. Seriously.
Do the Brewers math. Do the damn Brewers math.
All right, I'll do the Brewers math.
I don't do math.
You guys ever heard of the marshmallows test?
No.
You guys ever heard of this?
Is this going to be good or bad?
This is good. I want to know if you guys think you would pass. So
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman with you till 5 o'clock. Are you seriously getting more pizza for Alex Strofe?
To come and get him pizza. He thinks it's for him. I'm going to keep it for myself.
That's a good play. The marshmallow test.
The marshmallow test is when you put a marshmallow in front of a 3-year-old, right? And you tell them, hey, I'm going to leave the room. I want you not to eat this marshmallow. And if I come back and it's not eaten, I'm going to give you 2 marshmallows.
All right, Ben, repeat what Brad just said. Go ahead.
I'm going to leave out 1 marshmallow, and I'm going to leave the room. And if I come back and you don't eat it, I'm going to give you 2 marshmallows.
So that's the marshmallow test. And they've done long-term studies on this, and the kids that can restrain themselves, not have the first marshmallow, however they need to do to distract themselves, but wait for the second, they tend to do better in school and all of this sense of emotional regulation.
Kyle's going to fail that test.
The people that just grab it and eat it.
Obviously, them kids that grabbed it was never told at the store, don't you touch nothing. I was told, don't touch nothing in that stove.
So this is like the marshmallow test. Can Ben Brust sit with a piece of Palermo's cheese?
I'm literally shaking, you guys, because Strofe's eating right now.
Yeah.
Tony's eating right now.
So
Kyle lied and was eating a second ago.
It's
and scarfed
gone.
it down.
It's gone in my
Brad
throat.
has self-control.
Yeah. I'm like, I can wait. I can wait.
Only reason I'm not eating another pizza because I know Bradley wants more pizza.
I mean, I do.
All right, what are we?
Oh my God!
I know.
It's so good. Ben, you didn't do it. You didn't wait. You would have failed the marshmallow test. Can any of you guys pass?
No, I don't want to pass.
Well,
I want to eat.
I don't want to
Says
pass
a lot.
either. And
Says
by
a
the
lot
way,
about who we are.
the Cheez-It cheese pizza, I mean, all are good, but golly gee.
Yeah.
All right.
Now I got to sit here with pizza in my face. Brad, what is the math?
Golly gee?
Golly gee willikers. Can y'all tell me, so what is this math thing y'all trying to do? Brewers
Well, we're going to do some Brewers math right now. Do we have any baseball tonight or ESPN baseball music ready to go? Mr. Chomping away. I don't know how you're a $1.40.
Nod.
I don't know how he's a $1.40 either. So scrawny.
Time now for Brewers math. Just taking the easy way out so you can keep on eating. So, 1 NFL game out of 17 total NFL games is equivalent to 1. Okay, I had this figured out. I just want to eat the pizza. I just want to eat the pizza.
You want me to try?
We should try that with your daughter one day, the marshmallow test.
We should.
We'll figure out if she has real Brust blood in her or not. I mean, is your daughter...
She hangry.
Oh.
She wants her food. She gets her food. All right, so here's what we got here. Brewers math. Now, I want to do Brewers
that makes
math.
it even harder.
I want to...
Look at the pizza. Brad, get another piece.
I'm waiting until the break.
Brad, I'm going to eat this piece.
Eat it then. Prove you can't pass the marshmallow test.
Brad, which one you want?
Come on, Brad.
Are you a middle square or an outer square kind of
The
guy?
middle square looks so good because it has so many
look good.
pepperonis.
I would prefer a middle square.
And you don't want another piece because you watching your figure. Not me.
I'm going to grab the middle piece.
Cody, please report back on how the marshmallow test goes with your 3-year-old tonight. Because the marshmallow test has failed all of us here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I'm a grown man. I earned to be able to eat whatever I want. Can't test me.
All right, put the piece of music down. I can do this quickly.
Oh, this one has so much crunch to it.
When you dance down the street with a cloud at your feet.
Come on now, do the math.
I couldn't wait.
Brad couldn't wait either. The music got him. The music got him.
I literally feel like I'm in Italy.
Is all the pizza pizza gone?
He's gonna go upstairs.
Is all the pizza gone? Yeah, I'll have a half of that.
The back half.
I literally was waiting around here for the break, and then you two scoundrels and Strofe and Pony ate all the pizza.
It's really good.
Yo, this pizza is delicious. It's amore. I love the pizza. I mean, this is... Go to the local grocer. I'm telling you. We are grown adults acting like children because the pizza is so good.
We can't do our job.
I thought it was going to be an interesting combination that I wanted to try.
It's addicting.
Yeah, it is.
It seemed like, yeah, I agree with Kyle. It seems like it was a one-off thing.
Maybe I'll have like a
I
slice.
think I'm gonna buy 10 of these.
I want to pound 3 of these tonight.
And it's like, it's honestly, it's like the perfect size of like a personal pizza. I mean, I would crush one of these 9-piece square ones as my dinner, no problem.
I can't stand still.
Are you upset we didn't leave you one more pizza?
I'm absolutely very upset.
How many did you get? How many did you told you have?
I had 1 slice each.
Three?
Okay.
But you guys had more.
I had 4.
I only had 2.
Well, you're the producer.
Yeah, I have 4.
You're supposed to get our scraps.
Dang. Wow. Now you know how
it feels. Now I know how Homer feels.
Wow.
Strofe
leaves the room.
Strofe left the producer room to try and come to the main studio. Typically, I come over here.
Here we go. Strofe sitting down.
Sitting in the corner, pouting.
Produce the show.
Kyle, you mind going back there to run the show since we got a little pouty Gen Zer over here?
Show Gen Z millennials know how to handle adversity.
I've never been a part of a Kyle produced show before.
We got a phone call.
I've never been a part of a Kyle produced show before. It'd be weird to see Kyle back there.
It's going to be weird to see Kyle back there for sure.
Rumor is he's a bad producer, though. That's everything I hear.
But he's not going to quit on us like Alex Strofe did.
Look at Kyle.
All right, fellas, here we go. Who's on the line here?
Strofe's on the line with somebody on the phone right now.
It's so weird to see Kyle behind the glass.
I know. You can't even talk to them on the phone because Strofe isn't doing his job, and he's not even.
Can you put him on hold, please, for me? My goodness.
I'll put the. You say put the caller on hold.
Yes, please.
I think I can do that.
You had to do it from the phone. Strofe.
I'm just thankful that I don't have to do anything but.
I put line 1 on hold. You can talk to him. Yeah, I know, but Kyle's producing the show. Lock Strofe out, Maddie. Don't let him in.
A couple frozen pizzas and the show falls apart. Completely falls apart. Kyle's producing.
Kyle's got the camera on YouTube on him working the phone, producing the show.
Yeah, this is somebody who needs actual help about something they won. I'm gonna let Strofe take care of that one.
He can handle that.
That's administrative.
So everyone on the Carbless Talk and Text line, you guys keep saying you want pizza. I'm telling you, you do. Kyle is always be like, "You a lie." This ain't no lie.
No, it's not a lie.
This is like, whew.
I wasn't even hungry.
I know. That's the thing. I had my normal 330 protein bar.
You did.
And I was satisfied. I wasn't hungry until I saw it. I was like, oh, I could absolutely eat that.
You did.
Oh, wow.
Brewers math, eh?
Brewers math.
Coming up next after Brad tells us about Bank 5-9.
Oh, Bank 5-9. When it comes to my friends at Bank 5-9, you know that they are out to make your life better. Think of another bank whose mission statement is make lives better. You can't think of any. That's because that's what makes Bank 5-9 unique. Even that 1959 Bank 5-9. That's how long they've been in existence. When you've been doing things right for that long, you absolutely have the reputation of a true local community bank that is making lives better. And they do that for their employees. They do that for their customers. They do that for the surrounding area through charitable giving and volunteerism. 9,000 hours each year in volunteering, and they serve their customers with the utmost financial servicing in their 14 branch locations. Not only that, when I drive by the State Fair Park like I do every day at 94, I see the Bank 5-9 main stage at State Fair. They got a heck of a lineup coming to State Fair. So many ways. Bank 5-9 is making your life better. See how they can make your life better at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
Little Brewers math. Jair Alexander from Peter Schrager is looking good to come back with the Green Bay Packers. Is it going to happen? We don't know. Some more nonsense out there. People on the internet with real, reputable websites writing baloney trades that don't make sense. We'll hit on those. Brian Balaga. We got a lot to get to. And more pizza next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Do you think?
Nope.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Northbound 43, watch for delays from the Marquette all the way up towards Keefe. Southbound slowing from Capitol Drive all the way down through the Marquette interchange down to the Kinnickinnic River. So that's going to be affecting your ride there. Give yourself time. Westbound 94 is backed up out of the Marquette all the way to about Hawley Road. Eastbound's got some backups as well, right from 84th Street through the stadium. And then on southbound 41, a hefty ride there from Good Hope Road all the way down past Capitol Drive. Right now from Highway Q to the Zoo, that is a 24-minute ride, a 10-minute delay. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast. Tonight, clear and chilly, frost inland, a low of 38 at the lake, 33 inland. Tomorrow, sunny skies, a high of 60 at the lake, 68 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
You remember the moments from that magical March.
Side Decker, it's a three. Got it!
On June 26th, celebrate the squad with Made 'em Believe, a special night with Bo Ryan, Frank Kaminsky, and Sam Decker.
Here's Kaminsky, the drop stab, that's his favorite. And the two.
Presented by Bud Light, Michelob Ultra, Potosi Varsity Ale, and Potosi Hard Seltzer. Tickets are on sale now at uwhoops2015.com. Made 'em Believe, June 26th at the Orpheum Theater in Madison.
Summer's getting closer, and Brewers action at American Family Field is only heating up. Don't miss a Midwestern throwdown between the Brewers and the Twins, May 16th through the 18th. Get a Jedi Jackson Churio Star Wars night bobble with a special theme night ticket on the 16th. Then get here early for an exclusive Brewers cribbage board giveaway for the first 25,000 fans on the 17th. Presented by 620 WTMJ. Get tickets at brewers.com.
Truck drivers, are you tired of an outdated truck hurting your paychecks? At Schneider, we add new trucks to our fleet every year to keep drivers moving and racking up the miles. Our easy-to-use technology is designed to keep you safe and comfortable while also boosting your income potential. So, are you ready to get behind the wheel of a more reliable ride? Find jobs near you and apply now at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Your Pella experience starts with a free in-home consultation.
This is a really comfortable kitchen table chat. We knew Pella was going to get it right the first time, and they designed a project with us. They didn't just replace our windows and doors.
There are so many options that are available, so it was nice to have someone narrow those down, and they made sure that the design was what we wanted.
Don't wait. Get 0% financing for up to 6 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 5/31/2025.
Spring is here, and your local IKEA store is rolling the savings outdoors for their annual sidewalk sale. Visit IKEA Schaumburg, Bolingbrook, or Oak Creek from May 9th through the 26th for a wide variety of furniture and home furnishing accessories at big discounts. New products will be added throughout the sale, so stop in often to see what's new. And don't miss IKEA's mystery gift card giveaway on Saturday, May 10th. The first 200 IKEA family members will have a chance to be selected for a mystery gift card worth up to $500. Save big at the IKEA annual sidewalk sale, May 9th through the 26th.
Nestled along the shores of Lake Michigan, the Knickerbocker Hotel offers a timeless escape in the heart of Milwaukee. Immerse yourself in the rich history of this iconic landmark where charm meets modern luxury. Picture yourself enjoying breathtaking lake views, luxurious rooms, and dining at one of the finest restaurants in the city. Whether you're visiting for a weekend getaway or a special occasion, the Knickerbocker promises an unforgettable experience. Your perfect stay awaits at the Knickerbocker Hotel. For more information and to book your next stay, visit knickerbockeronthelake.com.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
As the sun starts shining, the weather gets nice. It's a time that you can live the life you want to live. Do the things you want to do. But if joint pain is holding you back, you're just unable to do that, to live your fullest life. QC Kinetics, thankfully, is the nation's leader in non-surgical relief, in regenerative medicine that is going to cause that joint pain to be gone for the long term. Don't just take my word for it. That pain's going to be gone. Just ask the over 50,000 satisfied patients that they've already helped get their life back. I mean, they're using cutting-edge regenerative treatments that are able to get you better at a cellular level. No drugs, no surgery, no downtime. They're able to use healing properties and strategically place them in your joints and then put you on a personal path to recovery and a pain-free life. So if you're thinking, you know what, now is the time, 2025 is my year to be without joint pain, then you need to not wait any longer. Get your free, that's right, very free consultation with QC Kinetics now. So give them a call today at 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
All right, the good news for our bodies and for the listening audience, wherever they're listening, is that there is no more Cheez-It pizza from Palermo's in sight.
Oh, all I got to do is walk to the store, go grab my pizza, and walk home. And I already burnt off the stuff I'm about to put on. Good stuff.
My point is we can focus on the task at hand.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Brewers math.
Do you want to do Brewers math?
I don't know. It never makes sense to me. That's why I let y'all.
The whole point of this is to make it make
more
sense.
simple.
Well, you guys make it more complicated.
Yeah.
You don't just say, hey, they are 38 games into a 162-game schedule. That is 23.5% of the season. You go, wait a minute. We're going to take baseball. We're going to make it another sport. We're going to use a confusing number to divide by, which is 17, and we're going to make it more. It doesn't make sense.
Oh, it makes plenty of sense.
It makes plenty of sense.
Plenty of sense.
All right, let Brad and I cook some Brewers math up. Get the baseball sound effects going, man. You ate pizza last segment.
Hit the right one.
All right. So, every
9.5.
9.5.
Oh, half of the game. that
Once
makes
they
it
get
real
through 4.5
easy.
innings.
Wow, 4.5 innings now. Okay.
Every 9.5 baseball
Roughly.
games is the equivalent to one NFL football game. We are currently 19-19. That is 38 baseball games, which means we are 4 games into a 17-game NFL season.
And who's our quarterback?
Okay, now you're just messing with me because I know Strofe told you to ask that.
Well, Jackson Churio is our wide receiver 1.
Okay, and who's the quarterback?
Christian Yelich.
Oh, that's a bad quarterback.
Our quarterbacks had a really rough couple.
Bryce Drag?
No.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean,
the whole point of this was because we were freaking out after the New York Yankees after getting
don't say
smashed,
we. Don't put me we. No, that's you.
Out. And the reality
I'm just annoyed because this could have been something, but Kyle and Strofe are now just trying to hijack it and make it worse.
I'm not hijacking anything. I'm just trying to figure out.
It's a lot of numbers, a lot of digits.
Give me girl math over Brewers math.
All right, let's do it. Strofe. Do Brewers math. Go.
The Brewers are 19-19. That's 500. They're 3 games back of the Chicago Cubs. The number that matters is 3 because you're not going to be a wild card team. You got to win the NL Central if you're going to make the playoffs. The number that matters right now is 3. There's 3 games back of the Cubs. There's your math.
So people that don't understand baseball, the length of the season, 3 games, it sounds like a lot, but maybe it's not a lot.
38 games is 23.5% of the season, so they're almost a quarter of the way done.
They still have a lot of time to catch them.
4 out of 17 NFL games through the baseball season. Basically 25%. Math.
Nope. 4 times 4 is 16. That's over 25%.
4 out of 17. 17 games in the NFL schedule. You're just as dumb as Kyle. You guys just can't follow this.
Wait a minute. What?
Yeah,
I didn't try to do a math.
I think it's an intelligent issue.
A what?
We're putting it on the bottom
Intelligence
shelf.
issue.
Here, let's do this. 800-990-3776. That is the Cardinals Talk and Text line. 800-990-ESPN. Just send me yes or no. One word. If you like Brewers baseball football math. Yes.
Do you like Brewers baseball football math? 800-990-3776. Say yes if you do and no if you don't. And if the no's outweigh the yeses, Brad and I will retire Brewers football baseball math.
We haven't even been able to get through and finally place what their
What was our record before this?
They were 1-1-1.
Yep.
Oh, 1-1-1.
They had a tie.
It was an early tie.
Yeah.
Now
you're smiling because you realize
I realize it stinks. Trust me, I realize it stinks, Strofe. But I'm trying to fight the good fight.
I think maybe we convert the early tie to a wash. Now they're 2-2. They're 2-2.
First two texts, no and yes.
No,
we're going to go back here. We're going to give them a victory.
Through 4 games. So the problem is the Cubs are 3-1, and they look really good. Really good. So you're looking, it's still early, but through the first quarter of the season, the Cubs look pretty good. 3-1.
They smoked us the first 2 games, I tell you that much.
They sure did.
Then we came back in game
800-990-3776. Matt and Grafton, you're on the Carbless Talking text line. Do you like Brewers math in baseball schedule length or football schedule length?
Heck yeah, I do. Keep that stuff going. It's great.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, let's go.
Now that Matt is in, I don't even want to reset it because now I've already called myself out that it is a little more confusing now that we're getting into the fact that if I will call it the flaw of Brewers math in football terms, the Brewers record right now would be 1-2-1 based off how we've broken out the 7.5 games and giving them a win based off the 9.5 games. But the end of the day is they're 19-19, they're 2-2, they're literally 500.
No, they're 1-2-1. 1-2-1-1.
I think we could.
Oh no, Ron in the Key just said he likes Hear Brad Out more, which is already the worst
like
segment.
That much, Ron in the Key? Wow, what a ringing endorsement.
Colin chimes in and says he thinks Kyle should produce the show every Thursday.
Produce.
Produce.
Oh, produce. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And Strofe slides into your
Yeah,
seat.
what happens to me?
Yeah.
It's.
Oh, we just swap?
Yeah.
I mean, if I just got to press buttons and then Strofe does all the other work,
That means you do over-under.
No. I just said I just pressed the button.
Braden likes any time that we talk math, specifically Brad.
Math guy. Love me,
Brad's
math
not
guy.
even giving us the good math he can do. He gives you guys the elementary basic math. That
Yeah,
man right there, he can do your taxes for you.
Yeah, it's about as basic as we can
Matter
get.
of fact, you heard us talking about our taxes. Never once did you say, hey, guys, you need help. I got you.
I don't want to
Josh from Heartland gives us a maybe. Brian in the 920 just says Packers suck.
Oh.
And Ron in the Key says, I like AI Ben pronouncing Coliseum more.
In which city would you find the Coliseum?
All right, so Brewers math is chalked.
It's dead? Just like that?
We were going to be 1-2-1 when they're 19.
When they're
No, I think we do a
19.
little conversion. We do a little massaging of the numbers and the records, and we're 2-2.
And what
But that's when
world
I
is
start getting
sports?
confused, and then I can't participate in my own segment.
The thing is, they went the whole point of this is they struggled early. They were down, but they came back and they were 500 through the first 9.5 games, resulting in a tie. So 0-0-1. Now the season has progressed on. We can take that early tie. We can mesh it into a 500 record, which they have now. 2-2.
But here's why this didn't end up working is because when we gave them a tie, it was based on 9.5 games. Yeah. We looked at what they were doing halfway through the 9th game of the season, and I believe they were 4-4 through 8 games, and it was 0-0 in the 9th game, so they were tied through.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
It's not.
Brad, go ahead. You know this song, Brad?
Turn it up.
Damien chimes in, says they're 1-1-2.
I don't know this song.
The Brewers are 1-1-2. 2 ties.
1-2. I mean, that's pretty good. It's pretty good.
And you say goodbye to this. How do you say goodbye to this? You just simply say goodbye.
Brad, you got to let go. It was a good run. Brewers math is dead.
I'm going to bring it up again.
As I tell you off the air, I'm always for you guys trying stuff. But you got to acknowledge when it sucks. Brewers baseball football math sucks.
Brewers baseball football math had a good run.
Maybe it'll be like that song.
Say goodbye.
Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.
Closing time?
Maybe there'll be a new version of Brewers math that we bring to the table.
Daniel wants the math to keep going.
It's fun.
Sure. I mean,
if you guys did the math properly, it would be okay, but you overly complicated it, so please end it.
What if we take a little bit of a break from Brewers math and halfway through the season, we resurrect it and see where we're at.
Let me guess. Halfway through the season,
the Brewers are going to be 500. The Brewers will be 500, and their football record will be 4-4.
Yeah, it'll be what? What would that be like?
4-4 and a half game played.
41-41.
We're in the second quarter of game 9.
Pour one out to Brewers Math, everybody. Brad, come on.
I'm not ready for that.
I need you to.
It's hard to say goodbye.
It's hard to say goodbye, Brad. I get it.
Right in front of me. It was alive 5 minutes ago. Now it's dead.
Yeah, that's life, buddy.
No, this is like I'm in bargaining stage. I'm literally in bargaining stage. I'm trying to figure out how to bring this thing back.
No, get out of it. Get out of it.
Cheers to you, Brewers Math. Cheers to you.
Complicated. You guys, sometimes you outsmart yourself, Bradley. Got to simplify it.
I'm going to sneak it back in at some point.
The reason why Brewers Math worked was simply because of the 0-4 start. Yeah. And we were simply trying to make ourselves feel better that they were only in the start of the second quarter of game 1 of an NFL football season.
This is like here.
That's the only reason why it worked. Now it's overly complicated, just like Mervin. Sorry if I said your name wrong, just like he said.
This is like hear Brad out. It's a brilliant idea to start, just taken slightly too far sometimes.
Yep.
At least you admit it.
Yeah, at least
I'm not saying.
At least you know about hear Brad out now.
I'm just saying that's how it's being received. I still don't think this is a bad idea. I think we keep it.
So
going.
it makes sense to you. Makes more sense than saying they're at 500 right now through 38 games. It was.
Yes.
That's
I still don't like it, but
4 football games of 9.5 baseball games per game.
The 9.5 is a physics
We're still
problem.
in the second quarter.
That's a problem.
What hurt is when the NFL schedule bleeped us. When they went to 17 games, it made it way harder.
That's an odd number. That's just bad.
You were in the league when you
numbers.
voted for that, didn't you? You voted for it.
I guess if it was 16 games,
I'll vote for it.
162 baseball games divided by 16 football games is 10.125 baseball games.
Oh, wow.
So that would have made it even more complicated.
You guys have spent the last 10 minutes discussing math that doesn't make sense.
Point 125 would that be like for the first inning?
Oh, see, this
Jim wants to keep Brewers Math because it's comical watching us struggle through it.
I don't do math, and you guys are making math even harder.
You're supposed to be our finance guy.
0.125 is the first inning. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either. That's the thing. This is my idea. And of course, because math is involved, Brad's like, "Oh, it's awesome.
Everybody
this is
loves
great.
it.
I played football. We can take the Brewers' schedule and break it out by football games
and finances somehow."
Yeah.
Goodbye, Brewers, man.
Hold on, wait a minute, Brad. You have multiple degrees, is that correct?
Yeah.
And so, like your actual legal title in the world is what?
Well, it's I can't just
so
do
it's
one.
Brad Nortman, comma
CPA, CFP, Masters in Finance.
There it is.
Not proving it to KBN Nation, I can tell you that much. We'll be back with not Brewers Math, but we're going to take 5 seconds for a moment of silence and then send it to break as we retire Brewers Math on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
How do I say
Thank you.
To what we had.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Yeah, see, the thing about me is I like
crazy.
I like crazy. I like a little excitement in my life. I like a little bit of drama.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We've got southbound 43 still slowing down from Capitol Drive down through the Marquette interchange all the way down to the Kinnickinnick River. Northbound is slowing down from the Marquette up towards Keefe. Westbound 94, it's a little heavy there from about 25th Street all the way through to Hawley Road. You're back on the brakes west of 84th Street all the way to the county line. Eastbound 94's got some backups too from Highway 16 all the way through past the Barker Road area to Brookfield Road. Back on the brakes from 76th Street to 35th. And check out the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight. Clear skies, chilly, frost inland with a low of 38 at the lake, 33 inland. Tomorrow, sunny skies, a high of 60 at the lake, 68 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
St. Anne Center for Intergenerational Care recently switched to James Imaging Systems for their document imaging technology. Why? CFO Sally Parente.
Well, I think that boils back down to the service. We have a good partnership with James Imaging.
With James, you get more than a vendor relationship. You get a local business technology partner.
Oh, absolutely. I can pick up the phone at any time, contact our representative, and he's right on it.
James Imaging Systems, business technology and local support for more productivity, more value.
Definitely. We're a nonprofit here. We have to watch every penny, so we really feel very comfortable in that area with James Imaging.
Comfortable enough to recommend James Imaging Systems to others?
Well, without hesitation, I would recommend James Imaging. They won't be disappointed.
James Imaging Systems. Call 262-781-7700 or visit jamesimaging.com. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Gotta do is put Eric Church is back and bringing his unforgettable live show to Milwaukee. Eric Church Free the Machine Tour with special guest Marcus King Band. Fiserv Forum, Friday, September 26th. Get tickets Friday, May 9th at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. His new album, Evangeline vs. the Machine, is out now. One epic night of music that you won't want to miss. Eric Church, Free the Machine Tour. Live at Fiserv Forum, Friday, September 26th. Get tickets Friday, May 9th. For more, visit ericchurch.com. Produced by Messina Touring Group.
Have you seen them yet?
Seen what?
4 different ways to say I love you.
I'd love to see those. Show me the list.
What list?
The list of 4 different ways to say I love you.
Let's start over.
Where are you going, Monica?
I'm going to get the 4 different ways to say I love you.
Sarah, imagine a box of assorted chocolates.
Okay.
When you open the lid, what do you see?
I see a guy sitting on a park bench saying, life is like a box of chocolates.
But what are the shapes of the chocolates?
There are 4 different shapes.
Here they are.
Those are gorgeous.
4 diamond pendants covered in diamonds.
Almost like they were dipped in diamonds.
And each diamond was created inside a miniature star.
But you'd have to be rich to afford one of these.
Choose the diamond pendant you like best. $148.
I love Kessler's.
Everyone loves Kessler's.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry.
Oh, if you are looking to update your windows, you have to do it with Universal Windows Direct today. Y'all know I love my UWD, and every time I come home, I go to my house, I turn my heat up or turn my cool air on, coming up soon. I love how it's so insulated. And with Universal Windows Direct, when you go to UWD.com, they will absolutely hook you up. And what I loved about it is when they have your free in-home consultation, they come there and they don't try to upcharge or upsell you. They just give you exactly what you need. And right now they have 50% off your windows. Yes, 50% off your windows and 0 interest for 12 months. That is a whole year where you have 0 interest. You don't have to make a single payment for a whole year. So do not wait. Visit universalwindowsdirect.com today. That's universalwindowsdirect.com today to set up your free in-home estimate. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I'm actually going to turn this one over to Alex Strofe. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Homer's joining us now at 4:30. He came in early to join us because Alex Strofe has to share some things with him that he was staying up late at night because he felt bad. I turn this segment over to Alex Strofe.
Hey, Homer, how you doing?
Fine.
Why did you have a question mark on that? Are you doing fine or not?
Fine. Yeah, I'm doing great. Fine. How are you doing? How are you guys all doing? You guys all doing good? Yeah. Okay, let's go. Well, we got through that. Now let's get to real life.
What do you think the real is?
I don't know, but I mean, that's how you doing? You got to do how you doing.
Why do you hate the pleasantries?
Because it's all crap.
No, it's
just
not
made up.
It's-
Yes,
isn't
it is.
it- it's
Admit
kind of-
it's made up. You used to shake someone's hand. If I had, you don't have time. People don't have the time or the energy to help if someone actually says, "Yeah, I got this
Homer,
big problem I need to
I
do."
hate knowing that you think when I say hello, how you doing, or good, have a great show,
Crap.
Homer, you think it's crap. You don't think it's genuine.
No, I do not. No.
When Kyle says have
I'm
a good
old
show,
enough to know long before he used to shake hands, say, "Hey, how you doing?" And just walk by. That was it. Now
Maybe things have changed,
No,
Homer. We've grown.
Fine. Yes, we've grown.
Oh,
people are worse now.
Now I know what Stroh said to you. What he said to you. Damn
What did he say to me?
that's what you're
His
here
teammate
for.
winning the Super Bowl.
Is that what I'm
His
here
teammate
for?
making the Super Bowl. You should be happy if they're a top 4 seed.
Why don't you think this team's making a
They were a
Homer.
7 seed the last 2 years. What the hell's changing?
You watch your mouth, old man.
A lot of people are up in arms that Alex Stroh talked to you like that. And said, watch your mouth, old man.
They got problems.
Oh,
you don't got problems with it?
You defended
Homer, I got to be honest with you.
It kept him up all night.
I got home last night and I go, that really landed flat. Nobody reacted. Nobody laughed. I thought
It was
maybe
disrespectful.
Maybe
It was not disrespectful.
Homer, you were
I am
speechless.
old. You can't disrespect me. Why don't you say, "Hey, Baldy"?
Homer, you were speechless though. There's
No,
a
I
pause.
wasn't.
Yes, you were.
Listen
Go
to this
ahead.
pause.
You watch your mouth.
Not about that.
Oh no, just hold on.
I didn't even remember he said it.
I knew
When he
it.
said to me.
I knew it.
Homer, is it you didn't remember because I said it because you're old?
Yes.
I
What
thought
is-
maybe it's
what is-
traumatized.
I am an old man. Everybody, you could use me. You could use that as my new nickname. Hey, old man. You think being called old man is worse than being an old man?
I thought yesterday crossed the line of
No.
elder abuse.
Homer, do you have
elder abuse.
You watch your mouth, old man.
He's 25 years old. He should be talking to you like that. Respect your elders.
You're almost
What
3
is
times as old as him.
respect? Respect is how you treat. He respects me the way he acts and treats me. He's never done anything that didn't show respect to me.
Actions
as a
do
person.
speak louder than words.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know. If
he
I
didn't
was, if I
sleep
was Joe,
last
Homer,
night.
If I
Yeah,
was
he
Joe
was-
age and somebody
you
said
over-
that to me, I'll be ready to put belt ass.
Yeah, you got problems.
That was
you.
That was disrespectful.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. Homer, you were silent. You were shook.
Look at
Yeah.
this. This is what's wrong with people. He decides.
He's trying to
tells
tell
me
him how to
what I
feel.
think
Wait,
is
play it.
disrespectful.
Play it. Homer.
What I think.
Listen, we
doesn't
can't even get him to
matter.
stop talking.
He's
Listen, you hear this?
Because he's old and senile.
He won't stop talking.
No,
but this is
you
what,
won't
wait.
stop telling me
Homer.
how I'm supposed to act.
Homer, wait.
That's disrespectful.
Oh,
That is 10 times worse than what he did.
Wait a minute.
100 times worse. Who the hell are you to tell me what should bother me?
See, this is where
That's serious.
Homer, this is what happened.
he's
yesterday.
serious. You better watch it for real.
Wait, Homer, listen.
This is what's wrong. How do people tell me what I'm supposed to think when I say it doesn't bother me? I don't count. Well, but no. How can you continue to have that opinion when I say it doesn't bother me? That doesn't matter to you.
Team Homer.
Wow.
Homer,
yeah,
I just want
Homer's
you to know,
spitting true.
Homer
Masterclass,
we couldn't
as
get
they
Homer to
say.
stop talking. All it took was yesterday is just to get Homer to be silent.
You watch your mouth, old man.
Oh, wow.
Again,
You watch your
Homer,
mouth.
you were
That was a long
silent.
pause.
It was a
You
pause.
watch your mouth,
You-
old man.
He's,
You watch your mouth.
it doesn't. So you say I'm lying
no,
now?
I'm saying you were so shook and stunned. I was concerned for you
No,
yesterday.
I was
Home
discussing the topic and
And then,
amazed.
and then you were amazed
I
because you
know.
couldn't believe this Gen Z baby sat there and
No,
told you to shut
I
your
couldn't
mouth.
believe his opinion on the Packers. That's
That
what I
bothered him
couldn't
more
believe.
than being called
well,
old
no,
man.
that was the discussion. But this is huge to me.
And you think 30%
And I'm not
of
looking
people.
at him. I'm looking at you.
Oh, Homer! Now you trying to turn it on me, Homer?
Yes.
No, because you reflect what bothers me the most. No one cares what a person thinks anymore. They decide what it means. I say it doesn't matter. You go, oh no, that's disrespectful. Doesn't the person who it's directed to decide if
Sometimes
it's
you don't know what's
disrespectful or not?
best for you, Homer.
Oh, there
You're
we go.
old,
there
Homer.
we go.
You're old.
There we go. Did I tell you?
Homer.
Sometimes you don't know No,
Homer.
How do you think that?
Because you're
How do you
old. I gotta
dare?
look out for you.
Oh, because I'm old and so lost that he's got to take care of me.
Strofe,
and
I
you're
would say
worried about what he did.
I would say this is a big W for you, Strofe.
Yeah, Strofe.
Big W.
You
know,
Homer never gave a damn about what I said.
And you didn't get any sleep.
He's taking it out on Kyle. But this is your fault. This is your fault.
No.
This is your fault because I said it was just a joke, and you guys said no. You were disrespectful. You're an ageist.
No,
you don't care.
No, it's not that. They don't know me. You know me.
So I know you're the best
yes,
of everybody
yes.
here. Nice. See, not disrespectful. Love you, old man.
For any old people, suffering elder abuse, call 1-800-ELDER abuse.
You going to take care of them too?
Yes, because
there's only one person guilty of elder abuse, and I'm
it's
looking
you.
at him.
Listen, this is what happens when you try to help people.
But he didn't ask for help.
And when you don't care what they actually want.
Yeah, you'd be a bad
Anybody else
nursing
here?
home assistant.
Hold on.
You should be offended by this, but I'm not. But you should be.
I want to be fair. Anybody else around here that you feel like you want to help them by telling them what they should think?
Well, everybody else here is a little bit younger.
Okay,
I'm less concerned about.
Okay, all right. That's good. Just so I know, it totally is ageist.
The first thing.
Oh, now you're telling me about my son. No, I'm just
See? How do you like it? How do you like it?
I don't mind.
The first thing Homer said when he came in here is, "What's the newest with Jair Alexander?" And I think we'd be doing Homer a disservice if we didn't play Peter Schrager on Pat McAfee show saying what's new with Jair Alexander.
I agree.
I don't think he'd mind me saying this. Saying like we're actually in a good place with Jair. Obviously there was some stuff last year and the coin toss situation a couple of years back, and all that stuff is all head scratching stuff that it would drive a coach nuts when you're trying to run a disciplined program. But from what I gather, this thing is in a lot better place than what was being presented in the media, and that there is a place for Jair Alexander in Green Bay. And I think he and Jeff Hafley actually have had a great relationship, and it's a different breed and it's a different time. And I don't know exactly how it nets itself out, but like when he was being listed as that number one trade target, I don't think that was coming from Green Bay. And if you know Goody at all, he wasn't leaking that to anybody. So
That's Peter Schrager earlier today on the Pat McAfee show, and it seems like they're in a lot better place, and there could be a place for him in Green Bay. And that is a 180 shift from the reporting that we heard initially. I saw a 99.5% chance that he's not a Packer from Rob Demovsky. Rob Demovsky also then didn't shy away from the fact that he said that. He put out the reporting that all options are on the table. And since we've heard him say all options are on the table, it's trending in the direction of Jair Alexander coming back for the Packers. And if he does come back for the Packers, does that move any needle for you, Homer, and them being a better team next year?
Oh, yeah.
And having a chance to
what I want
go
to
further.
emphasize, and I will not speak for Rob, but I will speak for my knowledge. One thing has changed if he's back, and that is the view of the team. The reason I'm assuming Rob said what he said, and the reason I said what he said, was the belief was that they didn't want him back. Fact.
I would say that that's true, and I think based off the way that the board fell and didn't go early drafting a cornerback, they only got a 7th-round cornerback. Nobody in their right mind is texting in, "Oh, I believe Carrington Valentine can be a lockdown cornerback 1."
And I love Carrington, but Carrington had some of his struggles last year. We know
Keyshawn Nixon, lockdown cornerback 1. Not happening.
This team got torched last year and started getting.
So that's what's changed. Now, the other stuff, the part that if he doesn't come back, I will have been wrong. So, because I also believed he didn't want to come back because of the way he was treated by the coaching staff. And so, whatever has changed. And again, Schrager, who threw in there, if you play like, I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, then if he doesn't come back, all this is crap too.
Yeah, but
it's come a long way. It's come a long way from definitively saying that they're not going to.
Well, but again, they didn't say that. I would say you're correct based on what everybody who you respect, and I would certainly put Rob at the top of that. Yeah. But if in fact he doesn't come back, nothing changed. And it's all about if he comes back or not. Because now we're at the level of, they're really on the inside. They're really close to all these deals when they talk about trades with Goody. Yeah, which means nothing. Either make the deal or you don't. Mm-hmm. And the same thing will be here. If he comes back, then everybody can appropriately say whatever they want in terms of the changes that occurred and why it did or what it did. But if he doesn't come back, nothing changed. and how close and what they did is irrelevant. I mean, it all comes down to, does he come back?
When do you think we have this resolution? 'Cause I know there's like a post-June one, but when do we think we have
He doesn't know. We don't know. Nobody knows.
I mean,
Peter
it's
Schrager made it seem like
no.
we're getting closer, but he doesn't know either.
Well, I would defer when you have Jason on. He explained it pretty well in terms of the times and the dates and stuff where things could be important.
Well, essentially what we do know is he's not going to be welcomed to participate in person until they have a deal or not.
Right, which seems odd, and Jason brought that up, and it's odd the way the team has treated him. Like what you would say, and this is very easy, yeah, we'd like him to come back. Even if it's not true, you lie, right? I mean,
I agree.
That's what people say. We want him to come back, and then if he doesn't come back, well, something changed.
We're gonna make
they
this a
haven't
whole.
Even lied about it.
We're gonna make this a whole crosstalk party if Homer wants to stick around with Brian Balaga, which he's always welcome to do, as he knows. Brian Balaga joining us next here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Tell us about Citizens Bank, and then we get Brian Balaga, and we lead you into the Homer Hour.
Get rid of me because I want to hear him.
All right, we'll just talk to Brian Balaga.
Yes.
Coming up right now.
Hold on. Is that okay with you?
Hey, listen, if you feel comfortable, old man, I got you.
All right.
Shut your mouth, old man.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
I'm a tool. My name is Ben Brust, and I'm a tool.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. You remember the moments from that magical March.
Side Decker. It's a three. Got it!
On June 26th, celebrate the squad with Made 'em Believe. A special night with Bo Ryan, Frank Kaminsky, and Sam Decker.
Here's Kaminsky. The drop stab. That's his favorite. And the two.
Presented by Bud Light, Michelob Ultra, Potosi Varsity Ale, and Potosi Hard Seltzer. Tickets are on sale now at UWHoops2015.com. Made 'em Believe. June 26th at the Orpheum Theater in Madison.
Two Wisconsin icons are teaming up on a reworked classic. Cousin Subs and U-Zingers are proud to introduce the all-new fried bologna sub, featuring U-Zingers fried bologna, bacon, American cheese, onions, pickles, mayo, and mustard on fresh-baked Italian bread. And that's not all. Pair your fried bologna with a creamy cupcake shake topped with whipped cream and rainbow sprinkles. Now that's a better combination. Order both in-store, online, or via the mobile app. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
Need a new vehicle? Check out Ewald Automotive Group's Spring Into a New Ride sales event. Over 1,500 new and used vehicles. Get Ewald's low price guarantee on new vehicles. Shop our certified best used cars starting under $99.95. Financing for everyone. No payments till summer with approved credit. Now is the time to upgrade with Ewald. Friendly people who treat you right. Great selection and low prices at 10 locations.
Go to EwaldAuto.com.
True Chicago-style pizza is thin, crispy, and cut into squares. And thanks to Connie's Frozen Pizza, you can enjoy a true slice of the city. You'll enjoy it so much you won't even mind where it comes from. Connie's Frozen Pizzas are made from the same cornmeal crust Connie's has been serving for over 60 years. They're perfectly cheesy, perfectly saucy, and they're exactly what you crave. Get to know the true Chicago style with Connie's Frozen Pizza. Born in Chicago, loved by cheeseheads. Available in a freezer aisle near you.
Great impressions will exceed your expectations. Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
At Great Impressions Graphics and Printing, they've been proudly serving the community for over 26 years. From their location at the corner of 54th and Burleigh in Milwaukee, their dedication to quality and customer satisfaction has made them a trusted name in printing and design. Great Impressions offer a wide range of services, including banners, posters, yard signs, business cards, programs, and postcards. Plus, they specialize in custom apparel printing, perfect for family reunions, sports outings, business promotions, and more. For your next project, visit greatimpress.com. That's greatimpress.com. Great Impressions. They're here when you need them.
Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Brust talking about our friends at Road America, America's National Park of Speed. Get out of your house this summer and go to Road America, located conveniently between Green Bay and Milwaukee and Elkhart Lake. Come see a race at the legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road circuit that has hosted some of the best races since 1955. Spring Vintage Weekend with the SVRA is up next on May 16th through the 18th. Camp on site all weekend and enjoy free admission for kids 16 and under with a paying adult at the gate. Come for the experience and stay for the race. Get your tickets at roadamerica.com.
From boreal forests to blooming prairie and over 10,000 lakes,
we go for the road less traveled.
Minnesota has stunning state and national parks.
Stop, inhale fresh pine air.
Yeah, I love that. Plan your trip at exploreminnesota.com. In Minnesota, you can get the hottest concert ticket in town.
Thanks everybody for being here.
While eating some of the best food in the nation.
I think I've said yum like 85 times.
Plan your trip at exploreminnesota.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I've got some famous friends you probably never heard of.
KBN Nation, I'm telling you right now, if you're at the point where you're looking to level up your checking account or savings account, you should do it with Citizens Bank. You know what I love about Citizens Bank? I love their digital banking. It's a great way to stay connected to your money, and it makes it so easy. Quickly and easily send money to friends with Zelle. So you have to download the Citizens Bank mobile app today, and I'm telling you this right now, it makes banking so much easier. You can check your account. You can enroll in different things. I'm telling you this right now. Get with a local bank like Citizens Bank because they are there for you. They're local and they get where you are coming from, and they actually care about helping people in the community. So visit Citizens Bank today at citizensbankwi.bank. That's citizensbankwi.bank.
Brian, I apologize for getting you so late in the program. Welcome into Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Yeah, that's all right. Homer offers great insight, so that's okay.
No doubt about it. Now, we don't know what resolution there will be with Jair Alexander, but, how much does he shift the outlook of the team next year if he's with them or without him?
Well, I mean, if he's with the team, it's a huge, boost for the defense. I mean, it really is. And I understand the injuries and all that, but if you get him healthy, and you're able to keep him healthy, let's just say, I mean, and I hate betting on guys' injuries. That's I hate doing it, but let's say he's healthy for 13, 14 games, right? And they're on the back half of the season and you get him for the playoffs. That's an enormous boost for that defense. It's huge. So if he's there and he's motivated to play, because obviously what he would be doing is playing for free agency, and that's a motivated guy. And I mean,
and likely if he's back with the team, his contract would be reworked where he'd have escalators and bonus opportunities based off production.
Yes, I don't think it's production. I think it's playtime.
For sure.
I think it's just if he's available to play. Right, because I don't think I don't think he would agree to a contract.
Is that new? I just feel like it's coming up a lot more, or has that always been a thing in the NFL for as you play, you can make more money based off your injury history?
Well, so Green Bay's always done that in the past. Or at least when I was there, Green Bay would have those per game roster bonuses in our contracts. A bunch. Majority of guys had them. Obviously, the quarterback didn't have one in his. I mean, he just didn't. But a lot of us guys had them. Everyone's to a varying, number, a different number. But I would imagine if Jair's does get reworked, that would be a very significant number because that number is 16 or 17 million. They would cut the base down to a certain number, and then the added money he could make would be huge. So those per game roster bonuses would be enormous. But
the reason why it stood out is because I think back to when Rodgers was traded, the whole 65% of snaps, just like that, it was a second round pick that went to a first round pick because Rodgers didn't play the 65% of snaps, which is just fascinating because now it's just coming up a lot more publicly, I guess, I'm just paying more attention to it. But Brad, sorry.
Yeah, Brian, with all this speculation about Aaron Rodgers, Pittsburgh Steelers, there's been wide receivers that are now being linked to the Steelers, like Alan Lazard and Romeo Doubs. So if you're Goody and you're the Green Bay Packers, with all these new wide receivers coming in, would you entertain trading Romeo Doubs to the Pittsburgh Steelers or whoever with him going into the final year of his contract?
Well, I think I don't know if I'd entertain it. I just don't know. I mean, I guess you just don't know what you're going to get for sure out of the rookies, right? You just don't know for sure what you're going to get. And with Watson coming back so late from his knee, you want to be able to have the veteran guys in there. And yes, I am saying Doubs is a veteran guy. He's been there for a while. Eventually these guys become veterans because they've been there for so long. And that's what I consider Doubs. You don't know what exactly you're getting out of the first and the third round pick. So if you just get rid of Doubs and say those two guys struggle just a little bit early on, that could be a big impact to the offense early on. And we all know slow starts, you can't lose the Super Bowl early on, but it can make it really hard to get a good seed if you struggle early on.
I'm with you. Dobbs still has value to this team, especially with the inexperience you have with the first and third round.
I do think I overlooked the fact that Watson will not be around, and if Dobbs is gone, you're relying on Jaden Reed,